Welcome to Fullerton College football on Sportsnet, USA.net. Hey, I'm the old guy along with Corey Neyland and Joseph Pavlenko, filling in for Ryan Osborn today. Happy to bring you the Hal Sherbeck Classic #2 here from the Fullerton College home. Fullerton last week, Corey Neyland, looked dynamic against Santa Barbara. They couldn't do a thing wrong when you looked at it, and now College of the Canyons comes into town stumbling against Citrus, not playing well. Brian Crook says if we lose today, 1-1, our season starts over. We'll see what happens, as I'm going to say College of the Canyons is always a team to watch out for. Duncombe and Hicks back deep for your Hornets, who are set to receive to start this Hal Sherbeck Classic #2 here on Sportsnet, USA.net. College of the Canyons lost to Citrus. The last 3 times these teams have played, Fullerton has come out with a couple victories here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Nice turnout today. Had the car show before this, so we'll see what's going on. See, we have the speed going up. The clock is changing. So they were talking about the clock, seeing if it gets set on the field. Still waiting for the clock. They're trying to reset the clock on the field. There we go. Clock's reset. And that's it. We're ready to go. Duncombe and Hicks back deep. Duncombe at the 5, drops it, picks it up on a good bounce, up to the 20. Gets hit at the 22, refuses to go down, and Corey, they're calling him down by his progress being stopped.
Progress being stopped, knees go down, so Andreas Missick-Duncan does a nice job for Fullerton. Coming out at center will be Mikado Walker. Right guard is Corey Rivera-Zamora. Left guard will be Hayden Frazier. The right tackle will be Preston Jeffs. And the left tackle is Preston Jeffs. Right tackle is Braden Cook.
Toby Schmidt at quarterback. Elvis at back. Schmidt steps up. Nobody's going to pick him up. He takes off running on himself. Crosses at the 40. Stays on his feet down to the 46-yard line. Nice scramble by him.
A gain of 23 for that first down. So 23 yards for Toby.
We get timeout officially. So they move it all the way up to the 48.
And while there's a timeout, we'll get the defensive starters and who's going to be in there most for the Cougars, as walking off under help will be Sione Manu. Manu is out. And in comes Roderick Colquitt. So Colquitt, Jackson Forte, Dylan Flowers, Jeremiah Alamehu, Adam Goikens, Johnny Smith in the secondary, along with Tyrell Brown and Jackson Stein up front for the Cougars.
Schmidt at quarterback. Elvis in the backfield. Schmidt flips it out. Quick little pitch and catch. And Corey, these receivers, especially Logan Lester, can catch with his hands. He pulls it in. Lester stays on the near side of the field. In the slot next to him is Cartagena. Got that name right today. Starting things off here for the Hornets. In the slot on the right-hand side. 2nd down and 4. They give it up to Elvis. Elvis powers his way to a first down. So that should move the change. Got told by Phil Austin they're going to try and run the ball more in this game.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to see the run. Plus, Elvis has got an opportunity to have a breakout season to be one of the best backs in the SCFA.
Bravo goes to the far side of the field. Bills is going to be in the slot next to him. Schmidt looked. Hands it straight up the middle. Nice little turn there by Peters. Peters gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Outstanding up front for the Cougars, and that's Jeremiah Alamehu. Linebacker knows was there to stuff it up along with another teammate, Tyrell Brown.
Hicks comes in the near side of the field. Bravo in the far side of the field. Schmidt looks things over. Little lean. Has time. Feels the pressure. Finds an opening. On the money, and Corey again builds. These receivers are so good at catching the ball with their hands.
And what it does is Toby Schmidt allows his offensive line to keep working for him. He slides to the right to get out of danger. Offensive line keeps their blocks, no holds, and Bills has a chance to come all the way from the left side to the right side of the field.
First down and 10 at the 29 for the Hornets. Decide to run a sweep the left-hand side. Turning the corner, staying in bounds. Finally run out of bounds is Jared Peters.
That's a solid 7-yard gain for Peters. Again, it's not one of those straight up the hill. It was pretty much a diagonal run for 7 yards. Second down and 3 is a kind of second down and short that Fullerton wants to be in.
Cartagena goes far out to the left-hand side. They're going to stack over here on the right-hand side. Lester in the slot. On this side next to him is going to be Stewart. Schmidt goes back, has protection, runs away from it, fakes it, steps in the middle, goes down. Pick up a 4 on the play. Schmidt, an agile quarterback for this Hornet team. Hurry up offense. They're going to move quickly. In the slot is going to be Duffy. Next to Duffy in the slot once again is going to be Logan Lester. To the far outside, Bevenu. First down and 10 for the Hornets. They're knocking in the door quickly. Schmidt feels it. In the pressure, finds a hole, shows hands, should be touchdown Hornets.
And Toby Schmidt, again, good coverage by the secondary of College of the Canyons, but it opened up a huge hole as they were in man-to-man defense. Toby Schmidt says, you know, I got pretty good speed. Let me get my first rushing touchdown of the game.
So with 11:38 to go in the first quarter, your Hornets are on the board. Nice run by Schmidt. Nicholas Sandoval. No, that's going to be Bryrell. My mistake when I looked to see who ran out there. Ball is spotted at the tip. Fumble on the snap. Nice pickup. The kick is good. And Corey, let's give a lot of credit to Drew Nagler, who holds on the kick. The snap was low. Nagler took his time, got it in the upright position, and we get it through for the extra point. 11:38 to go. Well, I looked at the scoreboard. It's great. It's the Hornet. Well, no, it was. It said on the scoreboard. I love the guy keeping score next to me. He gave us 20 points for that. That's English football, not soccer. There we go. Rugby. Hornets up 7-0. That's right. I got the scorekeeper next to me, so he keeps me in line. Between the two of us, we should get something right. He'll correct me with names, I'll correct him with numbers, and Corey's here to take care of both of us. On Sportsnet, USA.net. Football galore on Sportsnet, USA.net. Little saddleback football going on right now. Ed and the boys are down south. DeRee Smith is back deep. Caught at the 2. Coming up the outside. In the middle. Opening, taken down right across the 21.
And that was Mackenzie Parks who brought it. They want to keep it away from Damari Smith, the explosive wide out back that they have for the Cougars. And we'll get that starting lineup on defense for the Hornets. Romeo Zuniga, Spawn Boyd, Chef out there in the middle, Damian Bergueno, and Christopher Harvey up front for the Hornets. Jeremy Naborn, one backer, 28-34 is Sean Malcolm. Leading tackler last week is Ethan Charpentier. Are the backers? We'll get the secondary in just a moment.
Brady Welch in at quarterback quickly for the Cougars. Dive play straight up the middle. So Donovan Dunn gets a gain of a half a yard on the play.
Corners, far side corner for the Hornets, Mo Gamage. Near side, Brian Meredith. Derek Bermudez gets his first start of the season, number 29. And the other safety is Antoine Johnson Jr.
St. Is goes to the right, far side of the field. Welch throws it over here quickly into the flat. Defense is there, smothers everybody on the play, Corey, for a nice stop over there. So no gain on the play.
Brian Meredith does a nice job of stopping Ray Hall as Palomalu comes in. Dez, number 50, as well as one of the Calebs, Caleb Smith, number 58, up front.
So Ray Hall from the near side of the field again. Welch looks things over. Welch goes back. He's going to throw it quickly out flat. Nice little catch coming to the outfield was Donovan Dunn on a beautiful swing route, and he gets all the way up to the 31-yard line.
It's going to be just short of the first down marker. Bring up 4th and 1. Will they go for it or kick it away?
Well, it looks like they're going to be daring today and go for it. Welch looks over the sidelines. Big 4th down and 1.
Defensive line has to be solid, has to be disciplined.
Peñas comes out to this side of the field along with Ray Hall. We're going to get timeout on the field. Timeout Cougars with 10:07 to go. It's the Hornets 7, the Cougars 0 here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Joe, Corey, Ryan. Joe down to our right here on Sportsnet, USA.net.
We didn't mention the offensive line for the Cougars starting out the ball game. Dustin Disney up front, Joshua Wilbacher, Anton DeLau, Hudson Chasko, and Clay Bachman is the unit up front for the Cougars. Mark is still going to go for it, going to kick it away.
I think they're going to be daring, or what I think they might do, no, they're going to kick it away. So they decided, Corey, hey, you know, we didn't get things moving. Let's kick it away. So they decided to kick it away now. Zamet is going to kick it away. Nice, beautiful, high spiral. A flag in the air, get the arm up there. It's caught at the 33. So fair catch by Cartagena. He's going to get it there right at the 34. Your Hornets are up 7-0 over of College of the Canyons. Last 3 meetings, Hornets are up 2-1. Last year, everybody thought they were going to lose up at College of the Canyons. It looked like in the first half, they sprung to life. And things look good. Toby Schmidt comes back out at quarterback. Peters at running back. Xavier Hicks to the near side of the field. First down and 10. Handed off to Peters. Off a left tackle, and he was swarmed by the defense for College of the Canyons. No gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 10. Missick Duncombe comes in at running back now. 2nd down and 10. Give it at the 32. High snap. Go over in the flat. Picked off right there. Beautiful pick off by Flowers, who steps up, refuses to go down. Touchdown, College of the Canyon. Dylan Flowers jumps the route, Corey, and he was there when the ball met up with the receiver.
And that's going to be his 2nd interception of the season. First return for a touchdown. Toby Schmidt telegraphed the play, and then a pick 6. exactly what the Cougars needed after an opening score by the Hornets.
And we talked about this game, and you sort of looked at me when I said, it's one of those games you're not comfortable in, because it's when we talked to the College of the Canyon coaches, we said it's Fullerton and Canyons. It is always an exciting matchup. First mistake by this Hornet team. And we're going to go back to it in a second, Corey, because I'm going to ask you about it in just a second. Get ready for the extra point. Rodriguez puts it up, and it's good. With 9:18 in the first quarter, it's College of the Canyon 7, Fullerton College 7, here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Was it a good defensive play, or was the quarterback late in throwing the football? Corey Neyland's going to give me an update on that in just a second. I mean, Corey, you said he telegraphed it, but Flowers seemed to read it really quick anyway.
It's just a good defensive play.
Okay. So the Hornets thought they were off and running. And of course, this is a College of the Canyons, Fullerton College game. You never feel good about this game, no matter which team you are. When you don't think you should be in it, you're in it. And a great turnout from the people up the freeway, about 90 minutes from us by Magic Mountain, if you're wondering where this college is at. Take the trip down. We go up there. They come on down here. I want to thank everybody at that college. They always welcome us when we go up there to broadcast the game. Peters on the far side of the field. Duncombe on the near side of the field. The Hornets are going from left to right on your computer screen. We're tied at 7. 9:18 to go in this first quarter here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Deep kick. We're going to watch that sail into the end zone. Automatic touchback. So with 9:18 to go here on Sportsnet, USA.net, well, everybody was hoping with an easy drive down the field, it was going to be the Hornet song all day long. Canyon said, you guys forget, we have been a top football team for numerous years. Toby Schmidt comes out after throwing his first pick of the season. Missy Duncombe at running back. Hicks to the near side of the field. Jared Carson. Bills to the far side of the field in the slot. First down and 10. Right at the 25. We get a flag on the play. Motion against your Hornets. Well, they hiccup with an interception. They stumble with a penalty. It'll be first down and 15. So they're going to switch sides. Near side of the field, Aiden Bravo. Far side of the field, Xavier Hicks. In doing that, they switch the slot, and Bills comes to the near side of the field. First down and 15. High snap. Strike dive off the left-hand side. Mr. Neyland, there is no opening for running in this game. So it'll be second down and 15. The defense is stingy for College of the Canyons. Big second down. Hornets turn it over. Engine is sputtering. Schmidt goes away, tucks the ball down, takes it down, gets stacked up at the 25 for no gain.
And he's coming up hurt. After that big hit, I don't know if it's his wrist or he got hit in the chest, but Toby Schmidt is shaken up.
And
he's
he
gonna take
goes
a
down.
moment.
So timeout on the field with 8:21 to go. You know what? If this was a birthday party, we'd all be going home. I'd be 75 instead of 73. Joe would not like any of the food that we were serving. And you, well, you'd look at Gabby and say, the party's over. Let's go home with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. Not a good start so far for the Hornets.
It's not the best start for the
Okay.
Hornets. Good start, decent start for the Cougars. This is what they needed after the loss to Citrus last week, and it looks like Toby Schmidt may have gotten the wind knocked out of him.
Joe, are you out there in a wind tunnel?
Yeah, I think I am.
So Joseph Pavlovich on the far side out with the crowd. Joe, so far the Hornets not playing clean football.
No, and you hate to see it, but when your quarterback makes runs like that, that's the risk that you take. You put him out in a place where he can get hurt, and unfortunately that happened, but it looks like he's walking off the field under his own power.
So, Mark, last week we saw Max Martin. We'll see him again this week. Number 5 in the blue with the white numbers.
Mad Max, the man that can run the football, he ran it extremely well against Santa Barbara. 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets. Max goes back. Here comes the pressure. Gets it. Throws the middle of the field. Just overshoots his receiver. And boy, howdy. Desmond Duffy on a fly pattern was all by himself.
He had 2 steps. And if the throw was there, that's another 6. Cougars dodge a bullet and Fullerton's forced to punt. That's going to be Joseph Sines back deep for the Cougars return. Charles Villarreal back to punt. 1 punt last week versus Santa Barbara, 48 yards.
Demir Smith up in front of Sines. And so step, dropped, ball is down at the 2.
Now it's a bad start for the Hornets. Cougars coming up.
The clothes are coming up and the boys are dancing naked and nobody finds that attractive.
Last week, Fullerton beat Santa Barbara 38-0 Cougars. They lost to Citrus 31-20. Second straight loss to Citrus. And last year they went to the Western State Bowl and they lost to Citrus 42-13. This is a team that is really healthy this week. And Fullerton not as sharp.
I'm going to blame Ryan Osborn for this. It's his fault. Power formation for the Cougars. And we're going to get timeout on the field. Hornets. So you watch Brady Welch come up. They ran a power formation, 2 halfbacks, a fullback. And the defense for the Hornets, Corey said, whoa, wait a minute. Where'd this come from? Timeout on the field. 7:58. We're still in the first quarter. If you're a Hornet fan, go back to sleep, wake up later. It is a nightmare. If you're a Cougar fan, you know what? The party is on. Take out the peanut butter, the grape jelly, the strawberry jelly, the marmalade, everything Corey Neyland would not touch, and feel good about the dance you're at. Once again, same formation. Welch looks over. Oh, pro football. Ball is out. Who's got it? I think Welch came down on top of it. I think everybody said old school. How do you run this play?
T formation. It's not a bad formation. Trying to show that power in the backfield is Datavius Bledsoe. Number 39. I thought we saw Kane Omohundro, who's on defense, was in the backfield. He steps out, and now they're going to go in with their more traditional set.
So Welch comes back out. Cameron Bowman comes back in. He's on the slot on the right-hand side. DeMar Smith is out there also. Welch comes out. Straight up the middle. Stagger. Smothered. Defense is all over the running back like ants are all over sugar.
Donovan Dunn had nowhere to go. Ethan Sharp NTA was there. He led the team in tackles last week against Santa Barbara from his middle linebacker position, and the defensive line also David Bergueno and Romeo Zuniga.
Third down and goal. Now for the Cougars. 6:45, 7-7. Signs goes far to the right. Bowen next to him. Welch at quarterback. Third down. Welch looks, throws deep. It's going to be out of the end zone. Fodor there is a touchdown drop.
Yep.
Touchdown, Cougars.
Chazzy Hiltz, the tight end, with an outstanding catch. All over him was Bryant Meredith in the end zone on that left side. And again, it hung up there. 85 makes the catch. Hiltz for another 6 for the Cougars.
So 6:29 to go. Cougars were never close to being in the lead against Citrus. And tonight, they're making it look easy. The kick is up, and the kick is good. With 6:29 to go here in the first quarter. Oh, howdy. It's the Cougars 14, the Hornets 7, here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Well, now you get to see what your team's, going to come back on. Are they going to fold like a cheap shirt? There's my cliche number 1 today. We'll see what happens. Or will they go to the laundry room and come out looking sweet and smelly at the cliche number 2 I get in this game already here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Peters back deep with Mr. Duncombe. And we'll see what Max Martin does when he comes out. Corey, maybe a foot away from the Hornets being up 14-7. But that's football when you look at it. I mean, you can have great plays and pull them off, but other plays just doesn't work. Mistake for the Hornets in this first quarter. Ball bounces, gets picked up at the 10. Straight dive of the middle. There's a chain to the outside. Sidestep, stays on her feet. There was a group in front of him, and if he clears the 50, he may be gone.
Andreas, a nice big 40-yard return for the Hornets. This is what they need after a poor miscue on special teams and giving up 7. The Hornets now back in position.
So if you're wondering why Max Martin is in, Toby Schmidt took off last time he was out there. And guess who shows up? Toby Schmidt says, I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. I'm not hurt. Elvis in the backfield. Schmidt at quarterback. Corey, like you said, when you saw him come off, you said it looks like he had the wind knocked out of him. That's probably what it is. Schmidt at quarterback. High snap. Elvis straight up the middle. He rumbles and puffs his way for a 6-yard gain.
Good gain, 3 carries, about 42 yards last week. Toby Schmidt was 11 of 15, 230 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Had his first pick this game, and that was returned for 6.
Bravo goes to the far side of the field. Hicks comes in near side of the field. Elvis in the backfield. 2nd down and 4 at the 45. Hicks goes in motion. They hand it to Elvis on the other side. He gets stood up. Corey, talk about defense. I tell you what, that corner comes up, and DeMar Smith makes the first initial hit. I thought it was Smith that made the first.
Smith
He didn't
was
make
there.
the tackle.
Tony Testa was there as well. Both of them did a great job. Like you said, they were just shot and took him out. Mark, there's a new right tackle, Dylan Spencer, for the Hornets. 6'7", 310 from Boulder City, Nevada.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 5 at the 47. Here they come. They pick it up. Go over there. The receiver falls down. Incomplete pass. The Hornets are now stymied again on a very aggressive Cougar defense. It looks like they're bringing everybody on almost every other play.
Yeah, they brought everybody, but the Hornets have the right play on. All Cartagena, he slips at the 40-yard line, and that's why that ball is incomplete. He stays upright. It's a first down. You keep the chains moving. Back deep is going to be Joseph Sines.
So Sines will stand at the 10-yard line. Cougars say, let's move up. They're up by 7. We have a flag on the play, and it is. So the ball, now we're going to mark that down, Corey, at the 39-yard line. The kicker was down. He dropped to catch it. When he dropped to catch it, you are down in college football. So mistake number 3, 4, 17 in this game. Cougars at the 39, and I tell you right now, this is still in the first quarter. This could be a landslide with 14 minutes not even gone. Flip it over. Nice little pitch and catch. Far. Got to make a tackle. You do. So Brady Welch goes against the traffic. Gain of 4 on the play.
Gavin Stewart, number 14, Jeremy DeBorn was there first to get an arm on him. Along with Stewart at safety is going to be Thaddeus Justin Jones. He's part of the track team at Fullerton. Corners are still Meredith on the near side, Gamage on the far side, and another Cougar getting up slow. And he's going to stay down. That's one of the offensive linemen.
Well, Joe, for as good as the Hornets were last week, that's as bad as they are this week in the first quarter here on sportsnet.usa.net.
I mean, you talked about indigestion earlier. There's enough time to take some Tums and course correct.
Well, that may be true for you and Corey, but, you know, you got about 99 football players out there for the Hornets right now. Somebody's got to find a way to step up and stop the Cougars. You're already down by 7. 14-7, College of the Canyons. Great field position again. 2nd down and 6. Welch at quarterback. Far side of the field is Sines. Motion in the backfield. Padden White in at running back. They had it off to Padden White. He comes around the left-hand side. Gets maybe a yard on the play to the 35. Big 3rd down play for College of the Canyons. So White stays in the backfield. Sines goes to the far side of the field, along with Demir Smith. Welch at quarterback. White at running back. 3rd down. We're getting the clock pushed back up. Ray Hall to the near side of the field. So Hall to the near side of the field, Signs to the far side of the field. Cameron Brown over on the far side of the field. So Hall, near side of the field, Signs, Brown, far side of the field. Welch at quarterback. Peyton White at running back. Big third down play for the Cougars. Welch goes back, throws over, pitch, catch, caught, and another excellent play and another catch over on that side, and you got to give it to the young man. Ray Hall can go up and get the football and bring it in.
2 receptions last week for 25 yards. Brady Welch against Citrus was 17 of 28, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception in their season debut. And the Hornets, let's see if they can come up with some of those sacks. Last week against Santa Barbara, they had 10 sacks.
Shaz Hiltz now to the near side of the field. So Hiltz in there. Welch goes back, steps up, going to Hiltz. Far side of the field, push out of bounds, incomplete pass. He rode the receiver out of bounds, Corey. Fair play?
Oh, heck yeah. Brian Spare did a great job being physical, being aggressive. And no, it wasn't pass interference if you're thinking about that. It was just body-to-body coverage, good aggressive defense. You'd like to see that style of play.
So Hiltz ridden out of bounds. Welch at quarterback. One of the few times he had time, stepped up in the pocket. Signs goes to the far side of the field. With him goes Demir Smith. Hiltz comes to the close side. They run it on the near side. 2 missed blocks on a tackle, but nice chase defense to slow them down to a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 with 2:46 to go here in the first quarter on Sportsnet, USA.net.
Chef was in the backfield early. Damian and Ethan come up and make the stop.
Cameron Brown comes back in the game. So Signs goes to the far side of the field. In the slot next to him is Demir Brown. Hiltz to the far side. Going to go over here. Up and a missed attempt defensively and a great catch on the far side of the field. For the Cougars, they move the chain.
A better throw by Brady Welch because that is Justin Jones. He was there, Mark. He was absolutely there to make a pick, and that was going 6 with his speed.
So it's 4th down. I thought they made more yardage on the play. They're going to spot the ball at the 26. You add 10, it's a 36-yard attempt for the Cougars, trying to go up by 10 with 1:36 to go. They get ready. They spot the ball. Here they come. Up the middle. The kick is up. And the kick is good. With 1:26 left in this first quarter, your Hornets are trailing by 10. It's the Cougars 17, the Hornets 7, here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Corey Neyland, you have given up 10 minimum on misplayed points on this field today. Nobody feels good when they give up points. But are you breathing a little bit easier if you're the Hornets right now? It could have been really ugly if they could have gotten a touchdown to run out this first quarter.
Well, it's only the first quarter, so you're still feeling all right. You still got the capability of putting a lot of points on the board. So 17-7, this is the start College of the Canyons needed to be in this ball game after the loss last week to Citrus. Fullerton just hasn't found their footing yet, but you see the positives that they've had in the first quarter. You'll see them get it going.
Davion Bills back now for the Hornets to the near side of the field. So they're going to see if Bills can do something. It's been all Cougars in this first quarter. That's right. We're not even to the end of this first quarter, and 24 points are on the board. 17 by College of the Canyons. Pop. Bill says, I've got it. I'll take it. He does. Bill's looking for someplace. Speed gets yanked down at the 29.
Batavius Bledsoe clotheslines him at the 29 and brings him down at the 29. So the Hornets with 1:20 to go in the first quarter. They're looking to get on the board one more time as they did in their first possession of the ball game.
17-7 here in the first quarter. See if they can get something going. Toby Schmidt, like we said, wind knocked out of him. Comes back in. See if they start running a little more. They do. Looking to turn the corner. Get a block in the corner. Nice run out there by Missick Duncombe. Gain of a good 5 on the play. Clock is running. Minute 7. Gain of 5.
Adam Goykins up from a safety spot to make the tackle on the defensive ends. They've got Colquitt and Forte, 18 and 19.
Big second down. Once again, handed up the middle. Stumble, then finally gets stood up. Peters gets maybe a gain of 3 all the way out to the 38. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2 with the clock at 35.
Forte was there on the first in the backfield. Goykins again cleans up in the middle. Is Samson Malou and Jackson Stein.
Team is huddling up. Let's see if they even try to get one off. Third down and a long yard for the Hornets. They do. Option play, smothered in the backfield, stop, drop of 10, a 20-yard loss on the play as the first quarter comes to an end.
So Jackson Forte, again, 6'2", 245 out of Chaminade High School. He was there along with a whole host of Cougars to diminish and stop that play. It's going to be 4th down and definitely punting situation.
So the first quarter comes to an end. It's the Cougars 17, the Hornets 7 here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Probably those at Saddleback playing right now on Sportsnet, USA.net, watching into this game and going, oh boy, howdy, the SCFA. Things are going on because there is no offensive flow for this team right now against these Cougars. It is a stumble to my left, a stumble to my right. They are in, and tell you what, Corey, this right now looks like a College of the Canyons team that we're used to watching every weekend when we have played them. 4th down. And the Cougars will get another chance. Looking for Brian Crooks. Phil Austin is walking slow on the sidelines. High, end over end. Ball's going to bounce behind, take a hop, keep going. Gets down at the 42. With 14:50 in the second quarter. Well, if you're a Cougar fan, you feeling good. If you're a Hornet fan, you're saying there was a car classic out here today. I should have brought my Chevrolet, maybe my Cadillac, my Volvo, my VW, my Fiat, something. Signs and Bowen come to the near side of the field. Welch at quarterback. 1st down and 10. Right at the 44-yard line. Straight up the middle. Nobody's there to stop him. Gain of 8 to 9 on the play, Corey. They are running the football. They are throwing the football. This does not look like the same defense against Santa Barbara. 2nd down and 3 for College of the Canyons. Signs comes the near side of the field. Young man can run, one of the better receivers. Welch looks. He says, hey, I'll keep it myself. Turns the corner, slides. Just as he gets over, it's going to be a gain of a half of the yard. Nice little spot. Big 3rd down and 2. Can the defense make a play with 14 minutes to go? They have not been able to make a stop here in this first half.
And in this field position, you're looking at 2 plays for College of the Canyons with a 3rd down and 2. Yeah, you try to probably go for it on 4th down if you're feeling good about your offense and the momentum you have.
Welch takes it, drops it, straight up the middle. They stop him, Corey. It is a loss of 2. Takes it back to the 50. It's going to bring a 4th down at midfield. And if you're College of the Canyons,
kick.
Corey says, I punted away. I don't give him field position with 13:19 to go. And the coaching staff said, yeah, Corey Neyland, we hear you. We go for it. Cartagena is going to be back for the return. So the defense says, Mr. Pavlovich, we're going to show you how wrong we really think you are here on SportsNetUSA.net. Make the stop. 17-7 with 12:58 here in the first half. No rush. High, beautiful kick. There's nothing but Cougars. Hits and goes into the end zone. What a punt. That was perfect picture in the air, but a touchback for the Hornets. Fans yelling, go Hornets, go. Now's the time to make a move. A great turnout. Corey Neyland, the stands are filled all the way to my left, partially filled to my right. Here on SportsNetUSA.net.
Scores earlier around the SCFA and the NCFA area. Up north, down south, Golden West, 37-36 victors over Riverside City, the defending state champs. Golden West gets their biggest win in in a couple years.
Schmidt and a quarterback. Goes back. Throws over the middle of the field. Nice underneath route. Gets a block. Up the midfield to the 40. 42 on a beautiful underneath route, Corey, to Desmond Duffy.
And what the Hornets did, they allowed that aggression that the Cougars have had in the first quarter come at me. Desmond Duffy comes up right across the middle and picks up a 1st down on an easy pitch and catch.
Far side of the field is Cartagena. Duffy goes over there with him. Outside of him, 1st down and 10 at the 42. Schmidt, nice little underneath route. Here comes the pressure. He goes up, straight dive, looks to turn the corner, can't get there as drugged down from behind his Duncombe. Loss of 4 on the play.
Forte again on the stop. That's his 3rd tackle, his 2nd tackle for loss.
2nd down and 13. They look over the sideline, seeing if they can get something going. Look over. Schmidt gets the sign. Duncombe still in the backfield. Big 2nd down play. Hornets had momentum. Now they give it back. Go back. Schmidt has time. Dances back. He's going to run it himself. Seps get a good block. Run the outside. He's going to step out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. It now brings up a 3rd down and 10 at the 42. So up 2, back 6, up 3, 3rd down, and you started where you stopped and killed 2 minutes on the play. Jared Peters comes in near side of the field. Far side of the field is going to be Duffy. Made a great underneath catch. 5 players on the line of scrimmage. Schmidt has time. Quick throw. Does in. They're going to call it a catch, and it's enough to move the chains.
That's Logan Lester. He missed last week. 6'3", 205 wide receiver out of Kenwood Academy in Illinois. Nice job for that 1st down. A good job of painting the picture on that sideline from Schmidt to Lester.
Bravo goes to the far side of the field. Lester comes off the field after making the catch. Xavier Hicks now on the near side of the field. First down and 10 at the 49. Here comes the pressure. Once again, stepping up, but when he steps up, he doesn't look to see where the pressure is, and he runs directly into the tackler. Schmidt taken down for a loss.
Looks like he wanted a deep post route on the left side to his tight end. And that was David Wagner on the left side, but the safety did a nice job. Safety can't allow that person to get deeper than you. He does that, and another sack.
Hicks to the far side of the field. Bravo to the near side of the field. Second down and 10. Straight dive play up the middle, back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10. So they haven't done anything to make it easy on a third down play in this game. And I'll give all the credit to the Cougars of College of the Canyons. Big third down at midfield. We get motion, timeout, College of the Canyons. With 9:39 to go. It's the Hornets down by 10. It's the Cougars 17, the Hornets 7. Here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Corey Neyland, did you give me the Saddleback score maybe? Because I know we're doing that on Sportsnet
I gave you
USA.
Golden West Riverside 37-36. We'll go down the list. Glendale over Victor Valley. 37-13, that's a final. Up north, De Anza 36-9 over Cabrillo. Staying up north, Laney loses their second in a row to Butte, 30-14. Siskiyous 42-7 over Gavilan. Moving down, and while we're staying up north, Foothill 31-13 victors over Feather River. Hartnell goes down and gets spanked by Redwood 63-18. Modesto saying we're not too bad ourselves this year after a top 10 finish last year. 51-14 over Santa Rosa. And in the fourth quarter, College of the Sequoias tied with City College of San Francisco at 24. Diablo Valley beat American River 28-21 in kind of an upset. Monterey Peninsula 44, Los Medanos 26.
Third down and 11 for the Hornets. 9:39 to go here in the second quarter. Trailing by 10 to College Canyon. Here's they come. Schmidt, middle of the field, throws it high. Receivers open, and then the defense was there to make a pick. Could not.
And Toby Schmidt, he's got to run that. He had nothing but open space on the right side. The next player was 12 yards down the field. You're going to give him that one-on-one matchup even if you come up short. It's a fourth and short instead of fourth down and 11.
So the Hornets sputtering. On cruising day here at Fullerton College. Had a great car show earlier. For those of you that made it out, it was a wonderful show. Temperatures are dropping here. We're going to get delay of game against the Hornets. I'm looking at Keenan down on the sideline, the offense coordinator. You know what? He's not looking happy down there. Joe's down at the end. The ball is bumbled. Kicked up off the side of the foot. Back spins. It's going to be a punt of 4 yards on the play. Short punt down by Elvis Vacapuna. So that was a punt of 4 net yards on the play here on Sportsnet USA. .net. I looked over at my partner, Corey Neyland. I could see your face and you're going, you know what? What's next here on Sportsnet USA.net? For as good as they looked last week, Joe's probably thinking, you guys must have been partying. College comes out. Pitch play. End does not stay home. Turn the corner. The rest of the defense is there. It's a loss of 5. The first initial defensive move, it looked like the end came in, Corey, and I thought he was done. Linebacker follows to the outside and bottled the running back in.
I think Christopher Harvey thought he can intercept that pitch and went for that pitch. He knew he had help on the outside. Great play by the defense. A way to fill and got a loss of 2, loss of 3 yards. That's the kind of play that Fullerton wants on the defensive side of the ball.
8:50 to go here in the first half, trailing by 10 on a gloomy Saturday night on SportsNetUSA.net. Signs comes the near side of the field. Bowman comes with him. Welch looks to go to the dive play, straight up the middle, turns the corner, nobody's there. Just short of a first down on an 11-yard run straight up the middle. Nobody there. As good as they played defense, they didn't this time around. They give him a gain of a solid 11 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 at the 48.
Still in the second quarter mark with they almost approaching 8 minutes to play.
3rd down. Welch looks over the defense. Tight formation. Welch throws over to the flat, drops it there. It's a spin miss. It's a foot race down there, and Cameron Bowen almost breaks it free.
Gavin Stewart misses the tackle at the 46-yard line. Bowman spins and picks up 15 more, actually 20 more.
Signs goes so far. Signs comes in near 5. Now Signs goes with everybody. Clock is ticking. Bowen tries to get him set. 1st down and 10, right at the 25. Throws it over the flat, throws it high, incomplete pass.
So now you're seeing these flat patterns at College of the Canyons are running. They're trying to pick up at least positive yardage, 2-3 yards. They'll take it at a time. Working down for a possibly bigger play on the outside. Let's see if the Fullerton corners come up and maybe play press and see what Ryan Crooks has in store for him. So Stewart is out at safety. In for him is going to be the starter, Antoine Johnson.
So an offensive lineman gets up because he may be sick or he got hit wrong.
That's Clay Bachman.
And he gets off the field. Corey's running off the field. His coach says, go down. He gets up. He goes down again. The referee says, sit down so we can make an official stop the clock, which they do with 7:20 to go. And now he's being replaced. Welch at quarterback. Look good this first half of the game. 17-7.
And Ryan Curtis comes in for him.
Signs to the far side of the field. Jet McCullough goes with him. Grady Welch goes out. They start the clock. 2nd down and 10. They run it to this side. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and a stop is made. So a nice tackle by the defense when they make the stop on that play, holding Mackenzie Park to very little on the run. Park stays in the backfield. Signs comes to the near side of the field. Jet McCullough goes to the far side of the field. 3rd down and 9 at the 25. 6:47 to go. Fullerton's coming. They throw it this side of the field. Make the catch. You got to make the stop. You wrestle him out of bounds. They get Signs out of bounds. They take it all the way down. Did he get the first? Are we moving the chains? Corey says it's a 4th and a foot. Hey, Corey, I like this play. College of the Canyons wants to get up by 2 touchdowns. If they can get this, they'll be up by 2 touchdowns. They'll spot the ball at the 22. The Hornets call timeout. Too many guys on the field. So special teams had too many people out there, had to use the clock. 5:57. And this first half is a College of the Canyons team. I watched the Citrus game. They did not look this good against Citrus when I watched the game. I know you watched it too.
Yeah, they didn't look good. It was the first game of the season. Citrus has their number. They turned the ball over. They made mistakes. They cleaned it up in practice this past week, and it's showing here today. Fullerton, after a good victory against Santa Barbara, not the same intensity that they've come through here in this ball game. Finish up some scores up north. San Mateo shut out Reedley 23-0. Sacramento City and San Joaquin Delta, nothing, but that could be a mistake. Chabot beat Merced by 128-27.
They will spot the ball at the 22. You add 10. That's a 32-yard attempt. They look great in the kicking game. They come at the middle. The kick is up, and that kick is good. With 5:52 to go, it is now 20-7 here on Sportsnet, USA.net, in favor of the Cougars from College of the Canyon. It feels like it should be 48-0 right about now. You're shaking your head over that. Corey, the Hornets offense did one thing right. First time out. They have not come close to doing anything right since. College has played good defense, but there has been a plethora of mistakes. You gain 8, you lose 9. You gain 5, you lose 7. There has been no 4-4-4 for the Hornets. 8-2-4. It's 9-12 backwards, 10 forwards, 5 backwards.
Yet you're only down 2 scores. And that 2 scores with 5 minutes and 52 seconds of play in the first half. Then you got third quarter. Then you got the fourth quarter. Plenty of time to rectify the situation.
Let's see if they can do something now. It looked like they had a couple returns working. Got to midfield, could do nothing with it. Returnable ball at the 5 to the 10. Try to turn the corner. Makes a turn, gets driven out of bounds at the, I'm going to say about the 18-yard line.
That's Kevion Bills at one more time on the return. So 15-yard return. You start at the 20. Here's where they get back into their rhythm on offense. At least that's what you're thinking if you're the Hornets. If you're College of the Canyons, you can still be aggressive to a point.
But here's the thing that I'm a little surprised, Corey. College of the Canyons have been up there with 5 people at the line of scrimmage. They built the wall with 5 every time down. No adjustment. Elvis comes in at running back. Aiden Bravo to the near side of the field. Schmidt at quarterback. First down and 10, right at the 20. 5:45 to go before the end of the first half. Elvis goes straight up the middle, gain of 1 on the play. So gain of 1. No movement by the Hornets. Bills in the slot on the near side of the field. Second down, and I'm going to say a long 9 for the Hornets. They run a play. There's nobody there. They gain 2. They lose 4.
And a mix-up in the backfield. There's a man in motion at the time of the snap. Toby Schmidt and Elvis disconnected on the offensive end. It's going to be a lot of talk at halftime on what they can do to fix the situation.
This is what it's been consistently all night long. The optimism next to me looks for 2 good plays in a row. We saw that on the first drive, and then it has disappeared. Third down and 13 for the Hornets. Schmidt goes back, has time, takes off running. He's got to make the first. He is short. Ball comes out. College of the Canyons picks it up. It's another turnover by the Hornets tonight on Sportsnet, USA.net.
Schmidt throws that interception for a pick six. He gets hit from behind. I couldn't tell if that was Colquitt, Roderick Colquitt, who forced the fumble, and we didn't see who picked it up. But again, Fullerton, you were right on the possession. Positive play, then 2 negative plays. College of the Canyons looks like they're the aggressor, has been the aggressor in this first half, and has been more focused. So Hornets with those backers, Sean Malcolm, Ethan Charpentier, and Jeremy Naborn. Corners are still Mo Gamage on the far side, Bryant Meredith on the near side, Derek Bermudez is the safety on the near side, and that is Justin Jones is the safety on top of your screen.
Brady Welch comes in. There's conversation by the receivers when they go over there. Signs comes over, looks. They go back. Welch is looking to come back. On this side of the field, Signs is standing there waiting, gets tackled for a loss at the 26 or at the 4-minute mark. Kicker for College of the Canyons could get moved back to the 40 and still make a field goal. Hornets are going to be down by a good, solid 2 touchdowns unless they get that miracle play with 3:44 to go. Here in the second quarter on Sportsnet, USA.net. Welch has the ball bobble off his hands, comes back, nobly tackles him, gets back to the 20 on what should have been a disaster, becomes a positive play for College of the Canyons.
He picks up 5 on that play. Sean Malcolm makes the stop, but still 3rd down. Call it 6.
3rd down and 7. Corey's going to say 6. I'm going to be more negative than him. Tight formation. Welch looks over. Hornets, high snap. Nobody's getting to Welch. He's got all time. He can take off running. He flips it with his wrist and flips it out of bounds. Boy, it almost looked like for a second they'd get a first down. And here comes the kicker again, who has been perfect tonight for College of the Canyons.
2 for 2, 36 yards and 32 yards on his last attempt. They'll back him up 1 more yard, 26, so you got 10 to that. Looks like a 37-yard attempt right now.
2:56 to go. Set. It's good. With 2:52 to go. College of the Canyons being down by 7 for this entire second half has scored the next 23 points against your Fullerton College Hornets here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Brian Crooks strolling down the field. Phil Austin, co-head coach, following him. Defense coming over to the bench. The crowd has been quieted here at Hal Sherbeck Field on the campus of Fullerton College. Joe's gotten quiet in the darkness all the way down in the right. Sort of feels like an anime, doesn't it, Joe?
A bad one.
But like in all your animes, Joe, the hero comes out victorious. So if you're a Hornet fan, stick with us. We've got an entire second half here on Sportsnet, USA.net. Once a Hornet, always a Hornet. You know something good is about to happen. Taken at the goal line. Slides, gets taken down at the 17-yard line. And boy, there's Joyville over on the far side of the field. The fans from the College of the Canyons are excited. The fans here on the Hornet side are sort of going, Let's see if they can rally around their offensive coordinator and find that shearing point here in the first half. Toby Schmidt comes out. Cartagena comes out on the field, circles back. You thought the audience was coming with him, Corey? As we have a penalty on the field, the ball is moved back to the 7. So Cartagena goes to the far side of the field. Schmidt into the near side of the field. Desmond Duffy in the slot. Toby Schmidt rolls to the right and throws it into the bench for College of the Canyons. Second down and 10 for your Hornets. They just need that one spark, that one thing that'll turn the engine over, and then they're off and running. Duffy comes over here in the slot. Schmidt looking for something. Here they come. Schmidt rolls away. Has to find somebody. Sidestep. We get the flag. Throws it out of bounds.
And you got to wonder where the hold happened. It happened right before the end zone. If it was a hold in an end zone, that would have been a safety. But it looks like it was at the 1 on the Hornets.
So we'll see if I'm College of the Canyons. Corey, I just basically decline it and make it third down with 2:29 to go. Just had a 4-yard punt by the Hornets last time they had the ball.
So it'll stay 3rd and 10. So again, those plays over the middle that Fullerton was executing last week are not there. We talked to the College of the Canyons coach earlier today, right before the game, and he said his defense looked more focused today, and it's showing.
Bills in the slot. Duffy outside him. 3rd down and 10. Schmidt feeling the pressure. He's not going to get a block. He doesn't get the first down. Ball comes out. It belongs to College of the Canyons.
Yes, it does. And the recovery taken out of Schmidt's hand by Elijah Hall gets the ball at the 12, 13-yard line, and they'll have possession. The problem with that play, Toby Schmidt rolls out, didn't wait for his man to get open. He finally did in the middle of the field, had him, but by that time he's scrambling to his left. Difficult to throw to the right. Doesn't make that play, rolls out, and probably loses possession.
College of the Canyons comes out in ideal first down territory with 2:18 to go. 1st down and 10 on the 15. They go back, throw over the slot, almost intercepted. Incomplete pass.
Thrown behind Bowen, and Johnson was there on the pass deflection. That's his 2nd of the season.
2nd down and 10. Look over in the flat. Welch hasn't had to do much. He's at great field position. They run straight up the middle. Stopped on a gain of a half a yard. 3rd down and 10. Fullerton warming up Max Martin on the sidelines. We get timeout on the field. With the 2-minute warning, it's the Cougars 23, the Hornets 7. Here on SportsNetUSA.net. Well, this has only been a first half. I know I've been Debbie Downer, but you know what? I have seen our Hornets. Of course, Corey's always said the glass is half full for Mr. Pavlovich. We gonna top it off in the second half. We're gonna come through with the big win on this one. We're only down by 16. We hold them, we're down by 19. We're down by 3 touchdowns. We'll kick the ball away. We'll get it back. We'll score. We'll score 14 in the third quarter, and we'll be right back in the football game here on sportsnetusa.net. So keep that chin up. Keep that positivity up. The Hornets have turned it around. They've got an incredible coaching staff, a great deal of talent on their field, and they can do that anytime, anywhere, especially here on sportsnetusa.net. Corey, Joe, Ryan, hiding out someplace. I hope Ryan's wearing his Hornet jersey right now here on sportsnetusa.net. Corey's going to say he probably isn't. Welch looks things over. Start the clock. 2 minutes to go. Here comes the pressure. Welch sees it, throws in the far corner, shove, it's out. Incomplete pass. Third down and 10 with 1:55 to go. Fourth down. So now, Corey, you know what? We keep moving him back. We keep moving the kicker back.
Well, Luis Rodriguez has done a nice job. He's 3 for 3 after 0 for 1 last week. 30-yard field goal now. He's hit 3, 36, 32, and 37.
So Rodriguez will have it spotted right at the 20. You add 10. Ball is up. Kick is away. The kick is what else but good. With 1:51 to go. Well, they're just creeping a little further away. It's like putting that sweet bun in the oven. Tick, 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 ding. You take out the sweet roll and you eat breakfast here on sportsnetusa.net. 26-7, 1:51 to go. Okay, you know what it's time for? It's time for a return by the Hornets here on sportsnetusa.net. When's the last one that happened on? Come on, you know everything.
Mr. Griffin 2 years ago. No,
Okay.
3 years ago, 2019.
Man, you get a clear picture. You get a clear picture over here. I'm looking through dirty window. I'm going to have to put a work order for them to wash these windows out here.
Peters and Duncan back. Peters on the far side, missing Duncan on the near side.
So we're looking for one of them with 1:51 to spark the flame for the Hornets. Deep kick. Taken at the goal line, up the middle, need a block, cut the middle, stay on your feet. One more step, and Corey, I thought for a second, as you almost get out the 40, as Jared Peters needs that one more hole, and he's still running. Corey's all of a sudden realized, yeah, these windows are dirty, aren't they? Yours is okay, huh?
I'm fine, I've been looking down.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should do that next time. Oh.
So Fullerton looking for a score, any type of score, touchdown or field goal to close out this first half, because College of the Canyons gets the ball back to start the second half, and Toby Schmidt is back out.
So Schmidt goes back out. Missick Duncombe in at running back. First down and 10. 1:44 to go in the first half. Delay of game against the Hornets. Let's move it back 5 yards. First down and 15. Schmidt throws it over. Duffy catches it, turns, stays on his feet, refuses to go down, gets out to the 28. flag, I think.
Flag down on the far side. And so it's in a position for an illegal shift if it's on the Hornets. So while they're discussing with 1:35 to play what they're going to call.
Is that hands to the face, Corey? Is that what he's...
They got a chop block. So no illegal shift during the play. There was a chop block. You can't go below the knees on the outside. And the Hornets still first down, but you back them up 15 more yards, or actually half the distance to the goal line. They're down to the 10. So it's a first and a long way with 1:35 to play in the first half.
1:35 to go. Move it back. Schmidt stays in at quarterback. Well, we've been warned they're a young football team, that things happen. We'll see if they can correct that here in the second half. Here on SportsNetUSA.net. Conversation by the back judges now standing over together. Looking at the white hat. Telling the coaches what's going on.
So the 10-second runoff when there's under 2 minutes.
So they run off the 10 seconds here on SportsNetUSA.net. Schmidt looks over. Stats would be real interesting in this first half. See if the Hornets have negative offense. Straight dive goes no place.
Tripped up early. Suniamapu.
Clock is at 1 minute.
That was Visick Duncombe. They were trying to get off the ball this week. Last week they rushed for 82 yards in their opener. This week a lot less as they're running it down. Trying to close this first half out. College of the Canyons, after that first drive, has done everything right.
Take it the right side. Bounces out on the ground. Gets a gain of 8 on the play. We're at the end of the game, and the Hornets have said enough has been enough. We're getting off this field now. Schmidt sort of looks at him like, are we going to run another play? And the rest of the team is just sort of wandering off the field. And now the rest of the Hornets say enough is enough. As we come to the end of the first half, it has been all Cougars. Cougars 26, Hornets 7, here on SportsNet USA.net. So the Hornets, as we look, well, it has been a tough first half for this Hornet football team here on SportsNet USA.net.
Tough to say the least. And you're looking at this first half of play, it has not been good for the Hornets. And it has not been good for the Hornets, but it's been what you wanted to have. If you're the College of the Canyons Cougars, this is the first half that you were expecting to start the season off against Citrus. They have been more focused and more in tune in this ball game, especially in that first half of play. So we'll go to the scoreboard around the SCFA. We hit NorCal. Now let's hit SoCal in that area. Allen Hancock, 40-27 winners over East Los Angeles. Allen Hancock is now 2-0. East LA is 1-1. Grossmont, 24-12 winners over Antelope Valley. Grossmont, we'll see them in a few weeks. It's now 1-1. The Marauders of Antelope Valley 0-2 to start this season with 4:08 to play in the third period. Fresno City all over Sierra 40-14. That's 4:08 to play in the third. Second quarter, 1:54 left right before halftime. Pasadena City College 42-6 over West LA. So Pasadena putting up 42 points in that first half has got the lead there. No score from Cerritos and San Diego Mesa just yet. We'll have to refresh in just a moment. Santa Monica down a touchdown with 38 seconds of play in the second quarter over against Desert. I should say they're down 10-3. Also in SoCal, 17 seconds of play. These are the late games in the SCFA. Mount San Jacinto is beating the aforementioned Citrus Owls 14-10 with 17 seconds of play in the second quarter. So Mount San Jacinto head coach Casey Mazzota with the first half lead there. Also in the first quarter, just started, Compton versus LA Valley. LA Valley 3, Compton nothing. 5:06 remaining in the second quarter. You mentioned Saddleback. That's also on SportsNetUSA.net. Saddleback 17, Santa Barbara 17. So Citrus beats College of the Canyons last week. College of the Canyons playing better this week. Citrus down at halftime. Santa Barbara, that's who Fullerton shut out last week, 38-0. Looks like they got a lot of their players back this week against Saddleback, and it's tied up at 17 there. 5:06 remaining in the first half. San Bernardino Valley and Southwestern. That game, if you know anywhere, you know your way around Southern California, that's been postponed due to wildfire health concerns. So that'll be played at a later date. 7:01 remaining in the second quarter. LA Pierce versus Chaffee. Chaffee 21-10 in that first half. Also in the second half up at Moore Park. Moore Park has a 13-0 lead over Orange Coast. The Pirates looking to get a couple wins this season. Right now they're being shut out. That was a heck of a game last year between Moore Park and Orange Coast. We're here 26-7 in the second quarter. Well, halftime now. As College of the Canyons is all over Fullerton. We'll talk a little bit more as halftime continues. Also at the half, Ventura had a big win last week. Mount Sac had a win last week. Ventura at halftime, 7-3 lead over the Mounties of Mount San Antonio College. And out of LA Southwest, that's where Santa Ana traveled to. There's no score there, meaning it hasn't been posted yet. We'll refresh in just a moment. Palomar, 14-10 lead over El Camino. That's with 5:13 to play in the second quarter. Bakersfield and Long Beach, 1:12 left. All these games started at 6, same here. Bakersfield 14, Long Beach 10. And that'll conclude the roundup around California Community College football.
Well, Joe, we brought you in from the cold. I mean, we thought it was cold here, but it has to be colder outside. You're out there with the crowd. What's it feel like outside with the people? I know the Hornet fans are usually cheering. I know I'm Debbie Downer here in the booth because I haven't seen anything to cheer about in this first half.
You've got some of the fans out there. They're trying to rally, keep spirits up. But like you said in the first quarter, feels like a bad dream. I'm sure the Hornets feel like after last week, this is Nightmare on Elm Street for them. And the Cougars probably feel like this is a miracle on 34th Street for them after what they did last week. But yeah, no, we got some fans over there stomping, clapping. Unfortunately, as the scoreline for the Hornets has remained the same and the scoreline for the Cougars has gone up. Maybe not as enthused as it was in the first half as it is in the second half, but like you said, hopefully they get some good pep talks. The Hornets come out. They can stop Canyons, who's going to receive the ball, and put some points on the board.
And really, when you look at it, now I'm going to flip my flavor of the month. If you really look at it, it's 26-7. I know that you as fans, like I have up in the booth, have looked and said, boy, howdy, I haven't found anything to cheer out. But Mr. Neyland, I'm looking at you. It could have been so much worse. I mean, you look at the field goals, and Joe, it goes to you too. It was field goals. It wasn't touchdowns that they capitalize on. And if you look at the college game or you roll it over in the pro game, somebody will tell you, well, yeah, you were down there 4 times in the red zone, but you only got 9 points, and you allowed that team that should have beat you a chance to get back into the game and beat you. From the positive side, you can feel that way if you're a Hornet.
12 points off the leg of Luis Rodriguez, 7 points or 6 points and an extra point off a pick 6. So there's 19 of the 26 points. So Fullerton defense hasn't been playing poorly. They haven't been giving up the big scores, so that's why it's 26-7. So that's the positive outlook you take, that we're still in the ball game. That's what you're saying if you're a Hornet fan and the Hornet team. A couple touchdowns, maybe a touchdown here, a turnover there. You're back in the ball game in the second half, can have a different outcome. So that's the positive. Offensively, the only positive was that first drive of the game where they put up that quick 6. After that, 2 fumbles by Toby Schmidt, a pick 6 by Toby Schmidt, nothing on the ground game, and hasn't been able to get vertical down the field, and that's hampered the Fullerton College offense, and it's really hampered their enthusiasm. On the sidelines, you see those slumped shoulders, you see that slow walk to the locker room, and it just hasn't been that same team that you saw last week, hasn't been that same team that we saw last year when they were in the playoffs. Reminiscent of that Ventura game that they lost last year. They came out, knew they were going to win, felt that they were going to win, was a little bit high, and all of a sudden they got grounded back down to earth, and let's see what they do here against a team up.
I mean, like both of you guys said, their defense has been holding the line. But that's something that over the years, being around Hornet football, I've heard you and Corey both say, Mark, is Brian Crooks and his defense is what keeps the Hornets in the game sometime. The offense, on the other hand, though, I think they kind of need to stop being their own worst enemy. Silly penalties, flags being called for motion, holding, silly little mistakes being done on the field. When you're already down that amount of points, you need to put points on the board. I think you can't let those silly mistakes get in your way, and I think Canyons is already a big enough enemy in front of you. You can't also decide you also want to be one of your own worst enemies, especially in the game right now with what the score is.
Yeah, and you really, that's it. I mean, Joe, you got to come out and play clean football in the second half. You know, so that's the big question. If you can do that, you're back in the football game. If you can't, and we heard before the season started, young football team, you were out there with us, young team, they might make mistakes. We all thought of the Santa Barbara game. The coaches are fooling us. They look great. Now maybe the words of the coaches were true, and so the truth comes out that, hey, we're going to be good, but we're not going to be as good as you were hoping we might be. And that's what we're seeing tonight.
You saying the Santa Barbara game was our honeymoon phase and the honeymoon's over?
I think Santa Barbara game was one of those things where we do, it's like going to up in the radio and you ask everybody to do cold reads and jingles and they come out perfect the first time around. You ask the same group in there the second time and they can't get one word out right. And you say, what happened? Well, they were perfect the first time around. Second time around, they thought about what they were doing and they realized, oh, wow, I'm thinking too much, and they stumble along the way. That's what we might be seeing this game against a very good College of the Canyon team.
93 total yards for Fullerton in the first half. They ran 36 plays for 93 yards. They had 53 yards passing, 40 yards rushing, 26 carries in those 40 yards. 9 of those came from Toby Schmidt. So 9 carries, 61 yards, but you take a look at the sacks and you take a look at the muffed punt attempt, and that's one of those things where that brings down your yardage, and they haven't really got anything going again. After the first 3 minutes of the first quarter, Jared Peters, 5 carries, negative 6 yards. Andreas Missick-Duncombe has 6 carries for 13, but most of that came on that last touch that he has. Elvis Vakapuna, 3 for 8. So the offense of consistency simply hasn't been there for the Hornets. Like we said, 1 interception for Toby Schmidt, 2 fumbles, having a rough first half. Logan Lester, 2 catches, leads the way. Desmond Duffy and Kavion Bills have 1 reception each.
Well,
Go ahead.
well, I was going to say, Mark talked about, and you've mentioned, Corey, what they did right, what they've got going for them in this game. And that's that. It's that first drive. It was dynamic. It was fast. I think we saw a lot of quarterback runs on that first drive. And I think after that drive, College of the Canyons looked at it, and they've just been leaving no holes. They've been putting on the pressure, and they've said, we're not going to let your quarterback run up and down the field like he did on that first drive. Then we saw him take an unfortunate hit, and I haven't seen him run quite as much, and whether that's him being afraid of getting hit like that again, or the coach is saying, hey, calm down, they're not giving you any holes. You need to calm down, you need to think, you need to take your looks, and then you need to decide what you're going to do. You can't just go, look, I don't see anything, run. That worked the first drive, they adjusted, we have to think of something new.
Well, I think the thing that College of the Canyons has done very well, they watched the tape last week of Santa Barbara, which Brian Crook said, hey, they got tape on us now. They know what we do. They realized what the Hornets might do. Those quick hitters. We've got to get to the quarterback, which Santa Barbara did not do. They have done that with a 5-man front when you have watched this first half. Then, if they hand it off, there's not those quick hitters on the runs. And Corey will tell you, quickest way to beat a quick offense is north and south, not east-west, and try to cut up field. And in this game today, they have proven that they cannot run north and south against a very stout College of the Canyons defense. Now it's time to see how adjustable these coaches are in the second half.
You look at College of the Canyons in this first half, 9 of 14 was Brady Welch, 55 yards and that 1 touchdown in the corner to his tight end. Peyton White had a carry. Mackenzie Parks had 3 for 10. Donovan Dunn, one of their running backs from last week who had a positive game, 6 carries, minus 5 yards. Receiving for the Cougars, Joseph Sines and Ray Hall lead the way with 3 catches each. Chaz Hilst, 1 reception, 5 yards, but that 5-yard reception was a touchdown. Cameron Bowen, he has a catch for 23 yards, and Donovan Dunn, 1 for 12. The big offensive threat for the Cougars in the first half of play, that was their place kicker, Luis Rodriguez. He was 4-4, his long was 37. He also hit from 32, he hit from 30, and he hit from 36. 4-4 after going 0 for 1 last week against Citrus. So that's the offensive stats for this first half of play. Not much offense either way. 55 total passing yards for College of the Canyons. 15 rush yards for College of the Canyons in that first half of play. Mark, that's only 70 total yards in the first half. So the Fullerton defense has been there. It's the offense is going to have to step up in the second half, leading the way in tackles for the Cougars on defense. Sunia Mafu with 6, a sack, and a tackle for loss. Jackson Forte has 5 tackles of his own. Roderick Colquitt was the one who forced the fumble, one of the fumbles, on Toby Schmidt, and Adam Goykins had 6 tackles and a tackle for loss.
Joe, you know, when Corey says, well, College of the Canyons didn't have much yardage offensively. They started at the 25. They started at the 20. They started at the 23. They started at the 38. They didn't make much yardage because they were going to kick a field goal if they made 10 yards every time they touched the ball.
Right, when your opponent, I don't want to make it sound like it's a regular happening in this game, but when your opponent gives you a 4-yard punt and they're deep in their own half of the field, you don't have to make a lot of distance. Something we've seen in the past with this Hornet team is quick quarterback rotations. We haven't seen that this much this game. Schmidt stayed in. Do you guys think we're going to get a look at another quarterback in the second half?
Well, I was surprised because Max came in and Corey, he threw a bomb, missed it by maybe a foot. I can't say the game would be different if he'd have completed that, but then he went away. And they brought Toby Schmidt. You could hear the whole crowd when Toby Schmidt went back on the field. You could hear everybody go, oh, what is that? Now, I know that I've been told by Phil Austin and Brian Crooks, we're not playing roving quarterbacks. Oh, you made a mistake, I'm taking you out. Oh, you made a mistake, now I'm taking you out. Oh, you made a mistake, I'm going to take you out. We're going to stick with them and see what happens. We'll see if that happens here in the second half.
And first half on defense for the Hornets. 6 tackles led the way. Bryant Meredith has played well on the outside as his cornerback counterpart. Mo Gamage on the opposite side, pretty much locking down the receivers in one-on-one battles. He's got 6 tackles. Sean Malcolm has 4 tackles. Tackles for loss in this ball game for the Hornets. They've got 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles for loss. And again, that short yardage the College of the Canyons was working with, that short yardage, you're thinking we can score touchdowns. We can get 6. We're going to blow Fullerton out. Fullerton on the defensive side of the ball keep doing what they're doing and let the offense come back and get you into this game by putting some points on the board. This is shaping up to be one of those Canyons and Fullerton games back in the mid-2000s where anything and everything goes at the end.
Well, and Mark, while calling other games around Fullerton College, one of the things we've talked about is momentum and who is controlling the tempo of the game. Obviously, Canyons is controlling it right now, and Fullerton College is playing the game at Canyons' tempo. What do you think Fullerton can do in this second half to shift the momentum in their direction, hopefully, and to make Canyons play the game at their pace instead of them playing the game at Canyons' pace?
Well, I'm going to go back to the easiest answer you got. Play consistent, pick up your 3 or 4 yards a chunk, stick with your running game, don't abandon it, and, defense, give me 1 turnover. Give me 1 turnover, and I'm right back in the game.
Defense is doing a lot already.
I want more.
All right.
Brian Crooks, I need a Brian Crooks defense.
I'm going to go out to my camera.
All right, Joe's going to leave us. We want to thank him for helping us tonight on SportsNetUSA.net. As always, we want to thank all of you for putting up with the old guy and his partner, Corey Neyland, with us. 25 years, 23 years. Yeah, we've been here like 22. I'm putting you up there too much. So stick with us on that here on SportsNetUSA.net. It's been fun being out here. And if you're a Hornet fan like we are, you know that your Hornets are going to come back in this second half. Surprise everybody here on SportsNetUSA.net. Let's get ready for the second half of the second Hal Sherbeck Classic here on SportsNetUSA.net. Joe, Corey, and the old guy, happy to bring you Fullerton College football here tonight on SportsNetUSA.net. Teams are coming back on the field. It's the Cougars, 26. The Hornets, 7. We'll see what's happening as the Hornets will kick off to start this second half and see if they can stop the Cougars in their tracks. And, Corey, if they can make that initial stop, then we'll see if things turn around for your Fullerton College Hornets. The Hornets come on the field, get ready to kick off. College of the Canyons heads out on the field. Fans getting all jazzed up. The teams are getting all jazzed up. Energy abound on the field as we get ready for a second half of community college football on Sportsnet, USA.net. Hornet fans saying, come on, team. Down by 19, make a stop when we're back in the game. Booming kick. Signals for a fair catch at the 10. That's where it's taken. They'll move that out. So they flip it out there. So it was a long kick.
Mackenzie Parks, fair catches, so they get the ball at the 25-yard line. Hornets with Harvey, Boyd, Burgueno, and Zuniga up front. Charpentier, Malcolm, and Bourne, the linebackers. Brian Meredith near side, Mo Gamage far side, Antoine Johnson, and Derek Bermudez are the safeties.
Welch at quarterback, signs, comes over here. Run or die play straight up the middle. Stop for no gain on the first play, a loss of 1.
And there's Zuniga, there's Charpentier in the backfield. The defense is doing what they were, continuing their first half of play.
So Dunn in at running back gets nowhere. Donovan Dunn, 5'10", out of Santa Clarita and Hart High School. Welch comes back up. Tight formation. Cameron Bowman comes in, signs, moves out. Bowman moves him out a little more. Dunn goes from right to left. Welch gets things set. Loss of 1. They run a pitch play. Hornets come up, turn the corner, make the tackle, across the 30, maybe to the 31 as Donovan Dunn makes the turn there.
And that's all on Romeo Zuniga, who crashed in and left the end wide open. That play never should have happened, but again, College of the Canyons is doing, and they haven't very much strayed from what they've been doing in the first half.
3rd down and 2 for the Hornets. They can see if the defense can stop them. College of the Canyons at the 32. Welch looks over. Dunn still in at running back. Sign stays to the near side of the field. DeMaria goes to the far side of the field. We're going to get timeout, College of the Canyons.
And Fullerton's defense, they showed blitz, they bring it back out. They showed blitz, they bring it back out. They brought it back out, didn't show it again. College of the Canyons confusion with 13:25 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Still a great turnout here on Sportsnet, USA.net.
A 26-7 your score, and again, Fullerton's defense, they're playing well. They have them in their own territory. Again, you and Joe both talked about it. Many of those possessions happen on Fullerton's side of the field, and that's why they were able to build that lead.
Signs comes to his side of the field. Donovan Dunn to the near side of the field as a running back. Smith to the far side of the field. 3rd down and 2 for College of the Canyons. Hornets come up. Welch goes out. Quick little pitch. Goes down deep. And Corey, what was very interesting, defensive back goes up. Signs goes by him, but it looked like the pass play initially was supposed to be like a short out.
It was an out and up, actually.
Oh, okay.
And he got turned and did a good job. That was Brian Meredith on the coverage. Didn't allow him to either get out or up. And the pressure up front forces that incompletion.
So the Hornets defense does what Corey says they've really been doing all night. Makes a stop. Now it's up to special teams to control the ball, make sure the offense is at a good position, and then see what the offense can do.
And that's Cartagena back deep to receive the kick.
Nice first stop. They come up. Punter goes down. It cannot. They throw a flag on that, and Corey.
Doesn't matter. It's going to be a first down. It's 5 yards. Will give them the first down. even if it's running into the kicker and not 15.
If we had replay, he gets bumped, he turns around, he looks at the referee, and then he falls down on his own, and he threw the flag.
But it was only running into the kicker. He was throwing the flag before that. Kicker was looking for the 15-yard variety. You bump the kicker, and that's 5 yards.
I'm sorry, that's a horrible call. That's a horrible call. I'm sorry, that is a horrible call. He wasn't, if you touch somebody, they don't throw that. He went down, which caused the flag to be thrown. It was thrown after he fell down.
I'm with Mark on that one. That was a football flop.
That's when he threw the flag. When the kid hit the ground, he threw the flag.
Regardless, it's 1st and 10.
Corey Neyland, Northern California guy. They run the sweep to the outside. Taken down for a loss on the play.
Christopher Harvey, a tackle for loss on Damari Smith.
So Smith tries to come out of Westlake High School, 5'7", 170 pounds. And the football gods don't lie, Corey Neyland would tell me. You and Joe were right. They just paid you off and lost on the play.
Christopher Harvey out of Wise High School. Another one of those Maryland products in the last few years that Fullerton has been able to get.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 18 for Cougar of the Canyon. Cameron Brown and Joseph Sines come out the near side. Comes back, throws a quick flat, out of bounds. They throw pass interference on the play. Okay, Corey Neyland, you just dropped your head on that one.
So again, Mo Gamage coming up, makes the contact. They're going to say before the ball got there. We're going to have to take a look and see later on when the ball got there, if he was early or not. They are going to call a pass interference. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 one more time. That's one of those where it wasn't a catchable ball.
Bill Austin came out on the field and said to the referee, "What are you calling?"
But again, there was contact, and that's why they're going to make that call.
1st down and 10 for the Cougars. If it goes this way, well, defense is going to have to play a little harder. Bowman and Sines comes out this side of the field. 1st down and 10 for the Cougars. A couple breaks. Hornets have to find a break themselves. Going down deep. Stop and go. Should get picked. Incomplete pass.
And Mo Gamage was there. He was there. And one of those, Ray Hall, and they're going to call another hold against Mo Gamage. You don't like the way that's called, because in the first half, Mark, they were letting the corners be physical on both sides. So that's one of those things that you expect that to be continued throughout the ball game. It hasn't on these last 2 plays. I thought that was excellent coverage by Gamage on the outside.
Well, and if you're the Fullerton coaching staff, you don't like it either. You got your team fired up over the half. They came out. You lit a fire under them. And now these silly penalties could kind of take away that.
1st down and 10 at the 50. Drive straight up the middle. Brian Crook's guys went out on the field, was grabbed by 2 officials because he threw his hat, started yelling at the white hat. And, you know, even Corey looked at me when they threw the flag. I saw the Corey Neyland look like, oh, you can't call that one. Corey, the 3 penalties altogether were questionable. 2nd down and 8. So with a little aid from 5 extra players, the officials, College of the Canyons, moves the chains. They're across the 50. 2nd down and 8. They throw it out in the flat. Come back. Take it down to the 43. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. We're at 11:32, and there's the difference too with the penalties. People will say, hey, they didn't score. No, they took 6 minutes off the clock. It's the second half, not the first half. So time already is starting to weigh on the Hornets. Big third down play. Fullerton wants to make a stop here. Bump and run. Defense is coming. They look over the sideline. Brady Welch checks with his coach. They take Donovan Dunn, move him from right to left. See if they run the ball on a quick pitch that direction. Welch goes back, goes out to the right. He's getting chased. He's going to turn the corner. He does make it. First down, College of the Canyons.
And he picks up 5 plus the first down marker. So again, Brady Welch, Romeo Zuniga again gets beat on the outside. He's got to make sure to secure that edge.
First down and 10. Welch has got him moving. Defense thought they made the stop. They once again, nobody home in the corner. Turns made, Donovan Dunn gets a first down.
Zuniga was out, but this time Caleb Smith on that outside. Again, once more, instead of getting up the field, they get bogged down on the inside, and they're able to turn that corner, but this one's coming back because he was held.
Holding against College of the Canyons.
And that's a big reason why Caleb couldn't get on the outside to secure the edge, because there was a fistful of jersey the offensive line had for him. And the offensive linemen, Dustin Disney, Joshua Wildbacher, Anton Delau, Hudson Chasko, and Clay Bachman.
We're at the 10-minute mark of this third quarter. Signs goes to the far side of the field. Cameron Bowen goes with him. Welch at quarterback, Dunn at running back. First down and 20. Throw it out in the flat. Nobody's there to pick him up. Gain of 10. That penalty gets picked up quickly by College of the Canyons as they get down to the 35.
Just an extremely long pitch out. That's a toss play to the left side. Wide receiver picks up the corner. Now the safety has to come up and fill. And once again, you got 10 yards before the safety can get there.
They move everybody over here. Signs comes over here with Bowen. Dunn still at running back. Welch still at quarterback. Second down and 10. Straight dive play. Dunn goes nowhere. Whistle should get blown.
There's Caleb Smith crashing in from his left side. That time Dunn had nowhere to go. Still a negative yardage on the ground for Dunn this evening.
Third down and 11 for College of the Canyons. Field goal kicker has been excellent around the 25. They only need to pick up 6 or 7. If the Hornets can stop them here, it would be an interesting call with 8:57 to go in this second half to see what College of the Canyons want. Trailing by 19. They go back. Here comes the pressure. Throw to the backside. And they're going to throw a flag against the Hornets.
They're going to say on the double move, Bo Gamage had him held up on the out. When he was trying to make his move, they're going to say Mo held him one more time. It's a very, and the frustration comes into play because in the first half, that was not called at all, Mark. There were no pass interferences. There were no holding on the outside. In this second half of play, they've called 3 already. And that's really what's moved the change for College of the Canyons on this drive with 8:40 to play in the third quarter. On this first drive, their movement has been on penalties. And so down for the Cougars is going to be Hudson Chasko. So a little break in the action.
So timeout on the field with 8:40 to go. It's the Cougars 26, your Hornets 7 on Sportsnet, USA.net.
And what this does is it hampers the ability of the corners to be aggressive. It hampers the corners to really come up. So you see that hold, you see you can't be physical, you can't put any hands on. So what you're going to have to do on a corner is you're going to have to be very cautious. that's unfortunate. So those outside plays, those long tosses, so to speak, at the line of scrimmage are going to pick up yardage because you don't want to get beat on a double move. Let's see what the defense comes out. You know they're going to adjust. We'll see just how much they adjust. If they hold them to a field goal here, that's a win for the defense.
And Corey, the other thing that makes, even though whenever it happens, you're going to get the penalty, but what makes it feel like it's even worse, you get one on a punt, gives them a first down. You get the next one on a third down, it gives them a first down. You get this one on a third down, it gives them a first down. You feel like on 3 to 4 consecutive times, hey, we did what we had to do. And then a referee, be it right or wrong, we don't know.
Yeah,
we're not down on the field.
You're going to have to adjust.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to have to do. So you adjust during the game, and we'll see what happens.
But here's the bad part. You have just lost 12 minutes in this game. If the Cougars don't score, it hasn't helped you at all. It's just killed time. Welch goes back, across the middle, throws it. Incomplete pass.
And there's one for Brian Meredith as he pushes Demari.
I saw that and I went, wait a minute, where's the flag?
If those others were called, then that's one of those where it should have been called.
Yeah, you look and you go, wait a minute, how can you throw the flag if you don't throw that one? 2nd down and 10. Hornets creep up on the corner. Welch starts to look and says, let's change. Dunn at running back, stays on the near side of the field. They don't change things up or formation. Big 2nd down. Now Welch does. Welch looks at Dunn and says, no, go to my left. No, come back to my right. He does. Strength on the right side. They move up on this side. They go to the running back. They meet everybody in the backfield.
Caleb Smith, Jeremy DeBoer.
And we're going to get a flag, and it's going to be against the Hornets. And it was initiated. It is. I told you it was initiated by College of the Canyons. That's who they called it on, Corey. And the Hornet defense sort of looked and said to the coaches, it wasn't me, as we moved them back. So now with 8:23 to go, we move them all the way back to the 45. It's going to be 3rd down and 28 yards for a first down. 8:11 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Defense doesn't overreact. Cameron Bowen comes to the near side of the field. Welch looks, goes back, rolls right, draw on the different, knocked out right at the 45. That's going to bring up a 4th down.
Sean Malcolm up top, Des Palomalu on the bottom. They force that 4th down, and again, the defense one more time comes up big for the Hornets.
Cartagena will go back, stand on the 10. So penalties. 7:29 in the 3rd quarter. Hornets need to find a score, make it a 2-score game going into the 4th. There's a chance. Defense stands up big. Momentum might be shifting. Cartagena wants to get some good turn back right here. Let's see what special team does. And we're going to get a flag. Let's see if it's delayed.
And it is going to be a delay of game. Josh Zammit wants a little bit more room to kick this, and they're going to back him up 5 yards. Remember, the last punt he had went into the end zone.
Well, it was funny. Dave Robinson saw the clock, Corey. You could see Dave walk on the field and is yelling at the white hat like, that's called a delay. Big kick. Cartagena's going to take it on the dead run. He decided, I'm going to take it. Stays on his feet. Loses it. Goes down. Gets all the way out to the 35-yard line. Corey, if he doesn't stumble,
If he doesn't get tripped at the 30 and stumble at the 35, he's got touchdown. He's got 6, and that could have been the ignition for this second half. He would have been rolling like Ray to the end zone.
6:54 left in the third quarter. A lot of time burned off the clock. If you're College of the Canyon, say, we don't care. We don't score again, we don't care, as long as they don't score either. You're hoping for a quick strike. Hornets go out. Look at the quarterback. You need to get rid of the football.
And one more time, that's Colquitt in there. Also Tyrell Brown. So these quick hitters not existent. So they're going to need some quick hitters. You got to get something over the middle, maybe get the tight end action in the seams, but the Fullerton offense stagnant.
Bebno comes out to the near side. Schmidt now afraid to pull the trigger. Looks, feels the pressure, steps up, got to run, slides, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And I don't know, Corey, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to start going with Joe's feeling. He got whacked hard, and now he sees the pressure coming. He starts to think about it.
Well, there's no option underneath. Right now, all players are going 10 yards down the field, and he's going to need some quick hitters to get that rhythm back. Or one read and take off.
Canyons, 7 on the line of scrimmage. They're coming with 6.
Tremendous tackle. Dylan Flowers coming up and makes the stop. We talked about the College of the Canyons. We talked about the Cougars defense. Every year, they're fast and they're athletic, and they run a hybrid, kind of like an amoeba defense. And right there, you have open room. Dylan Flowers says, no, not really.
.508 to go. Hornets, 3 plays and they're done. They don't know now. There's confusion on special teams.
Got to cover.
Flag on the play. False start, Hornets.
So that false start, he said, if there's a false start on the Hornets, back him up.
Cover now, cover. Offside.
And there was offsides. There's no flag on the play. Villarreal gets it off. Wouldn't have given a first down, Mark. Still was
No.
4th down and 5.
Yeah. You know, I might have to have a donut tonight.
Well, 4:13 to play in the third quarter. It's 26-7, and Mark's gonna have a dozen after this.
Joe and I are stopping at the donut shop and eating 48 donuts together.
That's a lot of donuts.
Yeah, that's it.
Positive side, though, Mark, like before you said going into the half, and like we talked about the half, glass half full, Hornets defense gets to come out and be that anime-style hero that we know they can be.
We'll see if that happens. Welch at quarterback. Sides, let's run the ball. There's a hold in the backfield, not called. Players run out of bounds. And Corey, you get grabbed by the back of the jersey and guided out of the play, and nothing is called.
Mark, Ray said pick him up some donuts.
Okay, Ray. Ray said 48 donuts. Hey, I'll help on that one. Want to thank Ray for always watching us here on SportsNetUSA.net. Thanks, Steve. I know he's watching down in San Diego. Ryan left his concert he's at tonight just to watch us. Thanks, Ryan. I know you could, you couldn't live without sportsnetusa.net. Next week, East LA for the Hornets on sportsnetusa.net. Second down 11. They run a draw play. They get blocks. Nobody's picking them up. First down, College of the Canyons.
Outstanding run by Mackenzie Parks. Again, reading his blocks, patient on the run, kicks it to the outside for that first down.
3:04 to go here in the third quarter.
That play was the most positive play they've run in the third quarter.
Turnover. Let's rip that ball out.
First down and 10 at the 40.
And Mark, you were talking about the turnover. Here's where you would need a turnover if you're the Hornets. You got to get something.
Yeah, here in the third quarter to feel like you've got a chance. Down by 19 with the offense being dormant. They come with a play. Get it. Play in the backfield. Loss on the play.
And there's Naborn one more time. Reading it. Mackenzie Parks goes nowhere. It's funny. This series has been so dynamic since 2006. They've had some great games, great talents coming through. Fullerton leads the series 7-3. Last year, Fullerton wins 26-14. First meeting was only in 2007, Mark.
Yeah, it seems like they've been playing forever, doesn't it?
Yeah, those 3
Against
years,
each other.
2007, 8, 9, tremendous battles. And you said it was going to be a close game.
Second down 11. Go back. Here comes a pass play. Looking to go to the outside. Throw. Great run out of bounds. Short of a first down. And Corey, when he makes the turn and comes back, and it looks like a long button hook is what he runs, comes back, steps out of bounds. Beautiful play. And you've got to give it to Brady Welch, who has been very calm out of Santa Clarita. At quarterback here, 6'1", 191, 192. Playing excellent quarterback tonight with 1:30 to go here in the third quarter on sportsnetusa.net. Third down, long 2. Dive play up the middle, stopped. It should be fourth down. And I look where the referees are, Corey. I'm almost even with the play. They gave him an extra foot. He did not make as much as they gave him. And now you're going to let the clock run down to about 1 minute, 2. And then you want to punt it away. You don't want to give it to the Hornet here.
No, you want to go for it.
Do you really?
Yes.
With how productive the Hornets offense has been, yeah, I think you try and go for it.
So as the clock is ticking, they're going to use up all the time. Let's see if they call a timeout or take a delay a game. We're going to get a timeout with 33.4. College of the Canyons does take a delay and will take a 5-yard penalty. Corey said, I would have gone for it, Coach.
Yeah.
On sportsnetusa.net.
I'm thinking I would have gone for it simply because Fullerton's offense hasn't been doing anything. But with this and the way the game is going and the situation,
They took a delay.
you pick up the first down, and that really hurts Fullerton's chances with only a quarter to play. Because you mentioned Jameer Cartagena on the kickoff, or excuse me, the last punt return.
It hits the College of the Canyon player. So you could pick it up and run with it.
Not to hit the Fullerton player.
No, it hit the back of the College of the Canyon player. Ball should be dead as soon as it hit him. And I want to see where they're going to mark it at.
So they're going to mark it where it hit him at the 25.
Well, what's interesting, it hit him before he got to the 25. So that's a hideous mark. That's a horrible mark. He was on our side of the 25 when it hit the back. It was like Hornet picked it up and they got tackled. Schmidt rolls out, looks to go deep.
And another slip by a Fullerton receiver undercut him. Lesker was there, but again, thrown behind him, and he can't recover because he falls down.
And here's the thing too, Corey. I'm going to go back to the quarterback. You roll out. You have to set your feet so the ball is going to get there. You're not going to throw it. You haven't yet tonight thrown while you're rolling out and throwing the football. That's a standard thing that quarterback coaches will tell you. You've got to set your feet. 2nd down and 10, 14 to go. He gets away. So I'm going to catch it for an 8-yard gain. I'll run 5 yards backwards. They're going to give him up to the 30.
Generous.
Because
he caught it.
He came back on his own.
Yeah, he caught it at the 34, yard away from the first down marker. But again, and
holding against the Hornets, it doesn't matter.
But again, one of those plays where the players think they have to make a play. And so it's funny that they call a holding on Fullerton, because that holding call against Dylan Spencer, it's one of those things on the outside. On the previous possession for College of the Canyons, there were a couple holds that you could have called but weren't called. This has been indicative of the way this game has been going for Fullerton.
So we head to the 4th quarter, a stalemate, which is a win for College of the Canyons, being up by 19 with 15 minutes to go. It's the Cougars 26, the Hornets 7, here on Sportsnet USA.net. A little Saddleback soccer next Tuesday night on Sportsnet USA.net. If you get a chance, make sure you watch that on Sportsnet, as it's now that 4th quarter and we're starting to see the crowd saying, you know, I've watched this. I don't think they're going to come back. A few people are going to dwindle out. We want to thank Joseph Pavlenko here at Fullerton College, our man, head of the radio department and the multimedia department, the creator, the mad scientist in multimedia. Tell you what, you want to meet a young man that knows what he's doing with his talented clerk, Ryan Osborn, on SportsNetUSA.net. Come on down and visit. I tell you what, the world is opening up to those that are in multimedia. Nothing like visiting Joe and Ryan to see what they're doing down here. If you find an interest in it, you may have found a home here on SportsNetUSA.net. 4th down. Toby Schmidt gets people around him and decides not to throw and gets taken down for a loss as we start the quarter.
And he can't throw because no one was open. So that's one of those things where we talked about it last year with Brandon Nunez. One read and run. Just take off. You need some type of positive yardage. So you have to be quick with your decisions. If you don't see the read, you take off running like you did in that first possession.
3rd down and 23 for the Hornets. They run a little flat in the middle. Back into the defense, and when you go back into the defense, there's not going to be anything there. It's Desmond Duffy's got no place to go, and the 4th quarter starts out the same way the whole game has been for the offense.
Yeah, there was nowhere to go on outside or inside, so that's just good defense by the Cougars.
The Hornets scored first in the 1st quarter and has done very little since then. 13:46 to go here in the 4th quarter. Deep punt all the way back to the 48. 1 tackle missed, 2 tackles missed, 3 tackles missed, finally driven out of bounds at the 50 here on SportsNetUSA.net. Well, the way the things are going right now, Brian Crooks told me at the beginning of the game, Corey, when we were down at the field, you beat College of the Canyons. It's a great beginning. If for some reason they beat you, You're 1-1. And he said it exactly like that. You're back at the drawing board.
So Saddleback, you mentioned at halftime, they're up on Santa Barbara 24-17. City College of San Francisco, Mark, they go down in defeat. They're 0-2. They lose 27-24.
First down and 10 for College of the Canyons at the 50. Run a great delay up the middle, and Donovan Dunn goes off a right tackle for a gain of 14.
And that's for sure his best run of the night. He's now in positive yardage on the ground.
Great little counter step by Dunn. He waits for the hole to open up, and Corey, then he makes the run. It's that I'll take a step.
That play was not from 1984.
I was going to say, it's about as old as us. First down and 10 for College of the Canyons. Come back with the same play, or I would. Throw it to Welch. Welch throws it in the flat. Loss of 3 on the play. 12:27 to go here in the fourth quarter on SportsNetUSA.net. Next week at East LA. Yes, the game will be on SportsNetUSA.net. But it will be on the feed from East LA the way I understand it now. Not both of our crews will go out there. We won't have a Fullerton College crew and an East LA crew. We will have the East LA crew, but you will be able to see the game next week on SportsNetUSA.net. Big second down for College of the Canyons. They lost a couple. They run a draw. Stopped on that one, Donovan Dunn. Doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. So defense has stepped up again. Corey, you've looked at the defense and said except for the poor field position, they haven't played poorly.
The defense has played really well. The defense, even though they're down 26-7, none of this is on the defense.
Third down with the 11-minute mark. So we'll see if College of the Canyons will let him go. Pressure's coming. Quarterback's going back. He gets dropped at the 50. Big sack for the defense.
And Jeremy Naborn gets a sack. His second tackle for loss. His second sack this season.
So we'll see if there's a miracle left before this fourth quarter ends. Cartagena goes back. He'll stand at the 10. Can they break something? Can all of a sudden it be 26-14? Miracles do happen. If you're a Hornet fan, you believe. Anything, they've got a chance. Pick up one now, be within breathing room. They might find a way to just make miracles happen here on SportsNetUSA.net. See if College of the Canyons delay a game.
Mark, couple interesting stats. 4 penalties, 51 yards for College of the Canyons, 12 for 100 for Fullerton, and that's the penalty number in yardage. You'll find this a total yardage after this play.
So they move them back 5 yards. They come up the middle. Kick. And the roll happens so that they're going to have it down right at the 15-yard line.
You got to force something here. Turnover or not, incompletion or not, you're going to have to force something down the field. Right now, there's no more playing it safe with 10 minutes to go. You have to force it down the field. You get picked, and here's Max Martin coming in the ballgame. 131 total yards for College of the Canyons. 99 total yards for Fullerton.
That's not bad. Almost 25 yards a quarter. Martin comes out. Looks for a run play. Gets dropped for a loss. And Corey's right on this one. Corey says the quarterbacks. I mean, Cartagena goes out, Corey. He goes out 5 yards, stops. Defense comes up, and he stops his route right there.
Well, here's the thing. If they're being physical on the outside, force a penalty. Make sure the New England Patriots did a great job with Tom Brady. Throw it down the field. They're going to throw a flag. We'll see what happens.
2nd down and 10. Goes back. Throws over. Throws. Caught.
And again, you pick up 9, you're going to have the hurry up. Actually, not 9.
Well,
you got 8.
8 on the play. When do you, Corey, sell all out and say, hey, you know, if we're going to lose, let's lose now?
Now.
I'm with Corey.
Big 3rd down. Big Max takes it, slides. He slides before the 1st.
And again, that's where you got to stay in the pocket. They give him the 1st down, Mark.
Wow. Wow.
Now, Mark, Corey makes a good point. You've got to live Moss. You know your defense can kind of lock it down, keep them from doing anything too crazy. So why not throw everything at the wall?
1st down and 10. You got to get more than 10, though. You got to go out and start getting that big chunk. Turn. Steffi makes the turn. Nice little catch there. He comes back, helps out his quarterback, and Desmond Duffy turns, and now they got to pick up the pace, Corey. They're at 8 minutes.
And the pressure the College of the Canyons is putting on the quarterback is not allowing them to get rhythm and set their feet, both Toby and Max. He's going to have to take a hit and put one down the field.
2nd down and 2.
And Mark, it's easy for me to say he's got to take a hit because I'm standing up here. I'm not taking a hit.
1st down. Well, I can, you know what? Joe, can you come down there at full speed and just take Corey into the wall and he can, you know, say.
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, okay.
8 minutes. I got you, Corey.
There went Joe's Donuts. 1st down and 10. Here they come. Going deep and out up there again. And again, quarterbacks need to realize, and it's a fundamental, know your footwork, set on the right foot, plant and throw.
Okay, we're going to need a playground street play right now. Middle of the street, you get that shotgun, you back up 5 yards. You allow your receiver to get down to the 20-yard line and launch.
There you go. Or you could throw it at that super sport that we saw at the car show today. It's yellow. 2nd down and 10. Force him out. He's got time. Middle of the field. Finds it right there. Step out of bounds. Moving, and Corey, they finally get it out. To Bevanu out there, who gets a big gain in the play, which you asked for.
Yeah, that's what you need. And again, you have on the outside, where's your tight end up the seam? You got to incorporate.
Got to move the clock. Clock is moving. You got to go faster. I'm with Corey on this. You got to get up there and not waste 10 seconds by getting set. Clock is ticking. We're under 7. In the hands, out of the hands. You make a great catch, they go back to you. You let the ball get there because you're going to run with it before you catch it. We're at the 7-minute mark. Let's give a lot of...
At least they cracked the century mark in total yards.
But, you know, we need to give a lot of love to College of the Canyons. As much as we say Fuller didn't play well, Corey, I like the fact they've come with 5 guys after the quarterback all night long.
Because as well, and again, positive yards, but a little too late. As well as Fullerton has played, College of the Canyons has played better on the defensive side of the ball because they've only allowed those 7 points.
Max comes out limping. The sideline just sort of looked at him and said, boy, you're it for 6 minutes to go. You need to get on there now. They need it. Here they come. Throw it up in the air. Look at the running back. That's a flag. Is that not a flag? It better be a flag. I mean, Corey, we're both up here. He grabs him and holds him, and he doesn't throw the flag till the crowd starts yelling.
And that's been their best pass play in the second half. And you continue to do that. Throw that down the field. If your receiver can't catch it, bat it down. Hope you get grabbed. You need something to get going. We've seen a lot of crazy things happen in 6 minutes and 18 seconds.
Yep.
If you don't score a touchdown here, ain't no crazy gonna happen.
Well, I'll tell you what, you score a touchdown here, you're down by 12. You can get lucky.
Mark's over here asking for some.
Always. And he wants a flag in the play again. Corey's going to say, no, I don't think so. .6:13 to go. Second down. Max looks over, hoping to find some miracle in the backfield. Protection has been decent. Because College of the Canyons, right now it is. Here comes College of the Canyons, 11 guys. He looks over, they back over, watch the protection on the right. 1001, 1002, 1003. Should have thrown it. He has it taken out of his arms. Did they drop it?
Incomplete pass. So it's an incomplete pass. Arm was coming forward, is what the referee is saying.
So they take it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that was Jake Pecor, almost had him a strip sack. Or that wasn't even a sack, just a strip.
Strip all the way down for a touchdown.
Forced fumble and fumble recovery.
That'd be
Oh, man. Up the middle. Flips it over. Drop. Flag. So did a lineman catch it? So it should be an
What happened was an incomplete pass, and there was a late hit by the College of the Canyons player. Yeah, that's a tough one to take.
So personal foul against College of the Canyons, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down. 6 minutes, down by 19.
Mark, this could be your,
My miracle?
yeah, faith, trust, and pixie dust, and they might score.
Not when you have not been able to outrun the defense to the corner all night long. It has not happened. They haven't found it. And at this stage, I'm going to go back to my noted defensive partner to my right. If you're going to beat a team that's fast, you run straight at them and slither through the hole. We're under 6. Second and goal. Touchdown, Fullerton. With 5:13 to go. Well, if you believe in what I believe in, we still got a chance with 5:13 to go here on SportsNetUSA.net. We need a turnover, onside kick, score quickly with 4 minutes left in the game. It'll be 20 to 20. I can't do this anymore. When you're next to me, Corey just goes, "Oh man, the old guy's losing it." Hey, okay, it'll be 20 to 26, and they win it 27 to 26. They're going for 2. I like that. On an outside run that hasn't worked all night long. So they're down by 13. With 5:13 to go here on SportsNetUSA.net. It's College of the Canyons 26, the Hornets 13. Is that one of Jay's drones going overhead?
And Mark, they were thinking what you were just thinking along your guidelines. You go for 2, it's 23-15. You get the onside kick, you recover, 1 play touchdown or 2 plays touchdown, and then you get 6 more points, you go for 2. You get that as well, it's 26-23, and then all you need is a field goal.
Okay, let's see if they can pull. If they pull off the onside kick, my miracle ending's going to make me feel really good.
Maybe you'll have 2 donuts.
Okay. College of the Canyons getting ready. Hands team for the Hornets on the field.
And by the way, that was Jared Peters' first touchdown of the season, so good job by Jared. He'll have a few more.
They go deep into the end zone. They were hoping, and it goes out. So, not quite sure what that was.
You're saying your defense has been playing so well, they're going to come up with a turnover here.
Okay, so Corey Neyland says that's intentional kicking it into the end zone. College of Canyons was looking for an onside play.
Hornets still have 3 timeouts. College of the Canyons has 2.
So you make this initial stop for a loss, call timeout, pick the next play, take it in for a touchdown. It's now 26-20 with 4:12 to go.
If that happens, then I'll say you got a chance.
All right.
Last year's score, 26-14 in favor of Fullerton.
Okay, guys, let's pick one right now. I believe, be like Peter Pan. Get him, guys, strip the ball, get the ball. Ball comes out.
He was down.
Oh. Almost. I named him the Lost Boys, Joe, so, I'm gonna believe.
I'm over here just thinking you've got like the spirit of Hal Sherbeck flowing through you or something.
I do. I'm going to believe that Tinkerbell is going to put a little fairy dust in somebody's eyes. He's going to drop the ball. We're going to pick it up, scoop, going for a touchdown. Corey Neyland's going to be looking at me as I'm dangling out of the window here on the second floor at Hal Sherbeck Stadium. 2nd down and 6. Got to find that quick sort of thing now. Clock's against us. Go get him. Strip it. Grab the ball. Use your timeouts. Corey's going, okay, old guy needs to calm down. Yeah, it's just, Joe, I'm just on the page of coaching staff. I mean, I know I'm pretty loud. The referee heard me up here.
For the Hornets, that's one of their 3 timeouts taken with 4:18 to play.
Okay. 3rd down. Stop them here. Call timeout. Run the punt back in. Here's the bad thing. We we make the touchdown. We try to go for 2. We don't. It's now 26-19. We get the ball back with 30 seconds. We score a touchdown. We tie the game, and we go into overtime at 26-27.
And that's when you call my wife and let her know I'll be real late tonight.
I won't be able to do that because Corey Neyland will be walking out the door. You say, I'm sorry, Gabby just called me. That never happens. They're coming. Go to the ball. Go. Got to get him out of bounds. They get him out of bounds. It's 4th down. Clock is stopped. Don't need to use the timeout. Nothing came off the clock. It's still 4:12. Timeout Hornets.
It's only
So-
third down, right?
No, I
It's
thought it was fourth down.
Either way,
Oh, it's only third down? No, it's fourth down. I was right.
so fourth down.
Now, don't tell me College of the Canyons is going for it.
You know what? Yes.
You're kidding. I wouldn't. I'm not giving them anything easy. I'm going to make them go 80 yards. They haven't showed me they can go 80 yards. You know, Joe, you know what's bothering Corey right now, Joe? He's just thinking if Mr. Pavlovich is right and they run this one back, that he's going to really think he's going to say, my God, the old man thinks there's after all right. So here's the chance. 4:12 to go. One timeout left for the Hornets. This is where you look for that one you didn't think you'd see. They come on the outside. Clean punt. Off the side of the foot. Takes a bounce out of bounds at the 30. 3 plays. You're in the end zone with 3 minutes to go and a timeout. You get the kick, and we win this game 27-26 here on Sportsnet, USA.net.
He's got just water in there, right, Corey?
I do. What, you mean in my brain? So we'll see if this happens. Far to left, Desmond Duffy. We'll see if Max can do it. Max Martin in at quarterback. First down and 10. Max needs the miracle. Come on, miracle, Max. Go for it. He pump fakes. Throw it, Max. Going down deep. Almost yanked out of the air on a great pass to Logan. I thought that was Logan Lester. Almost pulls it down.
And it's going to be difficult to go deep on the outside as College of the Canyons now is playing a 3 deep safety.
We'll see if Magic Matt can.
They're still 2 deep in the safety, but again, their cornerbacks are playing 10 yards off the ball, so all quadrants are deep. Seam might be open.
Magic Matt, we're going to see if he can do it. Goes back again, has time, flings it, goes deep on the other side. And the receiver, Corey, I looked up and I thought, why are you quitting your route?
So here's the thing. On the outside, it's open. That seam is going to be available. You want to hit the seam on this right side, Max Martin's strong side. So if you have 2 on each side, everybody's going deep, you send 2 up the hashes.
Third down and 10. Got to make the blocks. Across the middle.
Outstanding defensive play by Dylan Flowers. He's the one who tied the ball game up on a pick 6, a little behind Desmond Duffy, but again, excellent play by the DB.
I saw jersey pull. On that. He had fabric when he makes that defensive play. 4th and 10. Game time. You make it, the miracle exists. If it's incomplete, game over. If you're College of the Canyons, you pin back 10 set of ears. We're going to get timeout, the last one of the game, because there's confusion on the field. 3:48 to go. Hoping that Miracle Max can just pull one off. Wasn't he the character that said, love you? And was that Miracle Max?
That was Princess Bride, yeah.
Yes, okay.
And again, he came over the middle. It was open. He still needed to wait 1 more second for his receiver to clear everyone. That's where the rush got to him. But you stand in there, you wait 1 more second.
Yeah,
and
Duffy would have been open.
And you get that ball, let him get that step on Flowers because Flowers was trailing. It may be a different story. A lot to learn for Fullerton this year for this young squad.
And that's the thing too, Corey. We got told by the coaches they're young, they're going to make mistakes. Last week's games have made us all, because we're Hornet fans, we all thought, wow, maybe you even said to me, we got a great receiving corps. They still have to learn to play with very good quarterbacks. 4th down, College of the Canyon fans up. Fullerton College fans holding their breath. This is it. 1st down, you've got a chance. Here they come. Protection is there. Throws across the middle.
And that has been the story of this ball game. The field just says no. Here's the problem with that play. There was no flag, and it should have been a flag. Kai Kayith turned the Fullerton receiver on the break right
there. Oh, there. There's the
big,
arm around the waist.
And a big hold, and there was no flag called. There were 3.
That was a horrible call.
3 huge pass interferences called in the 3rd quarter to open the 3rd quarter. They'd allowed College of the Canyons to get 10 minutes off of the clock. They didn't score. But again, they're going to call unnecessary roughness on the Hornets because as the coaching staff should be irate because there was no call there. It has to be called the same way. But again, we're not going to blame penalties on it because Fullerton, they didn't play well tonight on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't lose the game because the referees didn't call a flag.
It didn't help either, but still.
No, but they didn't lose the game because of that.
No, they didn't. No, not even close.
And give it to College of the Canyons, Corey. They did what they had to do. I mean, a field goal kicker, they didn't have chances, but he went down and scored for them. Going to run around the corner. Players taken down. Well, the season's been early. It's fun. I thought the miracle could happen for a second. Your Hornets tried to make a comeback. College of the Canyons has scored too quick, too many in the first half, and it's hard to play catch up in the game of football. With 3:16 to go, it looks like the season is going to start off on 1-1 for your Hornets here on SportsNetUSA.net. It's always a pleasure for us to bring you the games all year long. Want to thank for everybody that watches us here on SportsNetUSA.net. Big 2nd down. Once again, running play up the middle, gain of 1. Clock ticks away, 2:48 to go. Want to thank Joseph Pavlovich for spending the evening with us here on SportsNetUSA.net. It's always a pleasure, Joe, to have you here. So thank you. I think Joe packed his bags and left. Joe said, that's it. Cameras are going down. I'm out of here. $2:23 to go. Great turnout again. Thank all the fans for coming out and watching a wonderful game here at Hal Sherbeck Field. Run it one more time.
Rip it up, rip it up, rip it up, rip it up.
Try and hold him up, hold him up. You know, can you remember when you used to play and yell, hold him up, hold him up, hold him up? And you were the running back and you were trying to get down on the ground. 154.
And here comes their best offensive player tonight, as Luis Rodriguez already has 4 field goals. If he makes this one from 45, it's a wrap for sure.
Well, and the thing is, too, Corey, when you look at him, I mean, you sit there and say, and we've often felt this way, you know I have. You've got to have a field goal kicker on the community college level if you want to get to that state championship. Because, you know, somewhere along the way, they're going to have to make a field goal. Of course, one of my favorite, Corey says, oh, Mark's always going to bring up Sammy Pileski, who played for the Dallas Cowboys, who kicked at Santa Monica City College. A field goal that was 9 feet off the ground. Joe, it was a 82-yard field goal.
Whew.
Yeah. At least that's what it felt like. It was the lowest field goal I ever saw. It was a line drive down the field to win the game. Sammy, we know you're doing well. Ball is spotted at the 31.
Come on, block it. Block it.
Ball is spotted, yeah, 10. Lay out, almost. It crawls over the bar. So it's 29-13. Game's not over yet. All you need is 2 touchdowns,
That's
2 extra
and
points.
That is the ball game.
I'm not sure if everybody up here is bobbing their head to the music or agreeing with Corey Neyland. I'm trying to figure out, okay, Corey just got an endorsement from my. Oh.
5 field goals for College of the Canyons. That's going to be your special teams player of the week.
Yeah, exactly.
For the SCFA, because if it's not, then the people who make those awards on a weekly basis should just stop. 5 field goals, 15 points for Luis Rodriguez.
What are you go take it over? You gonna run a coup and just say from now on it's who you choose?
That would be correct then.
Okay. Viva la Neyland!
Dylan Flowers had a good game for College of the Canyons. That pick 6, that play at the end with the pass deflections.
And it really was. The thing is that you thought, but Corey, it was just too many mistakes that you could not overcome, and a offense that just couldn't put anything together.
It was the mistakes as well. I'm not even going to say it's the mistakes. I think the offense just couldn't do anything.
Okay.
They could have overcome the way the defensive played and the way the College of the Canyons offense, they didn't do too well either. The way both teams were playing, those turnovers, yeah, they hurt. You could have overcome them, but they did hurt. So.
Okay. So 1:52 to go, down by 16. Little pooch kick, middle of the field. Somebody's got a fair catch signaled for at the 35. Chippiness starts.
And that was a Fullerton player blocking in too.
And this is where everybody who loves the game of community college football, this is where, Corey, you don't want to see anybody now get a little chippy. Hey, guess what?
I don't even think it was chippy. That was just one of those things they're blocked into, trying to get something going. I think there's been sportsmanship that we've seen out here tonight.
Yeah, really. It could have been one of those games where it could have been out of control and it wasn't. Time to throw, throwing deep all by himself, and Corey, the ball is short. You're a wide open receiver. You don't keep running your route. You stop and come back to the ball, which did not happen. Incomplete pass.
That was Reed-Beverly on the attempt from Max Martin.
Max Martin goes back. 2nd down and 10. From the 38.
So the play clock is off.
Duncombe in the backfield.
So the play clock broke and the time is on the field, so that's why.
Here they come. Max throws it. Duncombe lets it go by him. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. 2 seconds off the game clock. Third down and 10. Go back, go back, go back, go back, throw it out of bounds. 6 seconds go off the game clock. Third down and 10. So we look in the booth, see what's happening, see if somebody can get there. Quentin Underwood now in as a receiver for the Hornets on the near side of the field. So Underwood getting a little playing time. Max goes back. Max gets hit in the face, goes back, flings it down the field, and throws it out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Thank you, Ray, for listening. We got your message. And yes.
125. And College of the Canyons is going to take over. So with 125 left on the field, this game is going to come to a grinding end here on SportsNetUSA.net. The Hornets found no offense today at Hal Sherbeck Field. And College of the Canyons found a field goal kicker that they think they might be counting on as the season moves on. They lost to Citrus. They beat the Hornets today. The Hornets beat Santa Barbara. They lose to Canyons today here on SportsNetUSA.net. We wind the clock. So we get ready. We want to thank everybody up again here at Fullerton College for always making these games possible on SportsNetUSA.net. Want to thank our wonderful athletic director, Scott Giles, for making everything possible for us, for everything we're involved in here at this college. Want to thank our SID, Phil Thurman, for making everything possible. It's nice to see Greg again doing the PA right there. Wait a minute. Didn't I win that hand, Greg? Greg, I thought that was my hand I won. Okay, all right. Just wanted to say that on SportsNetUSA.net. For Joseph Palenko, for Corey Neyland, and for myself, your Hornets walk away with a loss today as College of the Canyons wins this one 29-13 on SportsNetUSA.net. Don't forget, next week, East LA on SportsNetUSA.net.